Welcome back to another episode of the Too Late We Said It podcast. I am Sean Leverett. This is my gorgeous co-host.
Everybody, yeah.
Rock your body. Minorities back. All right, we back. Minorities are back.
Minorities back.
Oh, come back. Oh my God, we're back again.
Yeah. You thought we
Don't
was
call
gone, but here we are.
Am I the only one? All right. Anyway, welcome back, guys. This is another episode of Too Late podcast. Such our love is ever debate. We are back. Exciting. Such our love is ever debate. We are back. Exciting. Excited to have you back for another episode, boy. This is episode, what we at episode 13. Am I correct this time?
Yeah. It
Praise
is 13
God,
now.
nigga.
Praise the Lord.
Got King Jesus. We got it. Welcome back to episode 13, guys. It is a very special episode today. Why, you might say? Did we get funded by YouTube? Absolutely not. Did y'all niggas send us cap shaps? Absolutely not. But we are in the shadow, the foreshadow, the pastoring, I guess you could say. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. We are post my dog Edwin's birthday, y'all. So make some noise for my
Oh,
hey, it's your birthday, Ed. It's your birthday, Ed. It's your birthday. All the sounds, nigga.
He said all the sounds. That's what...
Happy birthday, nigga.
That's how birthdays are past 40, by the way.
Everything's
just happening all at once, yo.
My sugar level high. That's crazy, man. How you feeling, Ed? Happy belated birthday to you, bro.
We got the balloons and everything.
Hello, Georgie. Got balloons? Okay. If you got some balloons, I know you got some ass.
Yeah.
That come hand in hand.
They come hand in hand. Balloons and titties.
Beauty and the Beast. Looking ass, nigga. Well, how you feel, man? How was your birthday?
Pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I'm gonna show just a few of the gifts that I got here. So,
okay.
One of the gifts here is a beard
okay,
grooming kit.
Yeah, nice.
And it's a pretty good packaging here, you know. The box opens up.
Okay.
You know, it's got all the stuff in there.
Nigga ain't show nothing in there. He just slid it open like a jazz.
Just so you know, there's stuff in there for the beard.
It ain't a prop.
I got this awesome fucking figurine of Rengoku. Everybody knows I'm a fan of Demon Slayer. But look at this.
Okay. Joint. Oh shit. Okay. That nigga hair on fire.
Yeah, he's a flame Hashira, so that's why.
This stuff is on fire.
Yeah, and then and I got the card. I always go show the card. I got more gifts, but I didn't want to. I didn't have
place to show and tell. Nigga, wrap it up.
Because I just showed two, and then I got the cool little card that reads, "Don't worry about another year older. Do you hear anybody kidding you about your age? Of course not. Have you heard anyone any snide insulting jokes about getting on in years or being over the hill? Certainly not. But then the hearing is usually the first thing to go."
That's crazy. That was funny, yo. Yeah. That's what's up, yo. How you feel, man? You feel good? You feel limber?
Hey, I feel like yesterday and the day before.
Damn. Welcome to the game.
I think once you get to a certain age, everything just starts to happen.
Yeah.
Everything everywhere all at once.
Damn, that's crazy. I don't think I ever had a birthday where I just felt like, oh, my kidney. It just happened, you know, it's just a slow degrade.
It's just like, yeah, happy birthday. You're happy. And a few days later, like, suddenly I started feeling this. Hey, suddenly my eyes started to go. And that card was a lie. The first thing to go for me was my vision.
Yeah, well, you read it beautifully.
I got glasses now.
That's crazy.
Can't see, now I can see. Can't see, now I can see. Can't see, now I can see.
Hit the switch on your eyes, nigga. The infrared switch. That's what's up, man. Happy belated birthday to you, man. Make sure y'all drop a happy birthday in the chat for Ed, or you a piece of shit. All right, don't be that way.
A few birthday donations to the channel. Appreciate it.
Okay. How we gonna differentiate, nigga? I'm taking 25% of them birthday motherfucking donations. Shit,
That's
real.
fine as long as I get 25% of yours.
Hey, hold on, what? Taking 25% of the 25. You turned
No. When it's your birthday, I'll get 25%
Oh,
of
okay. I
that
was about to
too.
say you turned into TurboTax on my ass. Nigga.
He said,
That's
"Let me get
crazy.
25% of your 25."
I was about to say, yeah, that's fucked up. How you doing, me? Yeah. You death row record. Anyway, welcome back, guys. We are excited to have you back, man. We have a slew of interesting topics to cover this week, man. It's going to be fun. I think we really hitting a lot this week, man. We touching on a little bit of everything. No Epstein. So let's have some fun, man. And before we start, man, is anything from the week you want to talk about? Ed, usually we talk about what you did for the week, man. But of course it was your birthday.
Yeah. Oh, some of my other gifts are actually right here. Is this microphone cover? Is one of my gifts too.
Microphone check 1,
I
2.
got
What
some
is
nice studio
this?
accessories too that's already in play. I just can't show them. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry. What
Ed,
was your
did
question?
you, did you notice the StreamYard took? Oh, that's because we got the upgraded joint, the logo gone.
Oh yeah, that logo gone because I made it gone. We're still gonna put our logo in that corner though.
Nothing changed there.
Nothing changed there.
So
It's
when you
just
look up here,
there's nothing under it now.
yeah, we don't have to do no more illegal activity. That's crazy, yo. Shout out to StreamYard, you bitches. All
They
right,
trying
fuck
to
it.
switch up the logo with a duck with a headset on. Because it looked too close like the Aflac duck.
It does. Yeah, they was skirting the lines of copyright infringement there. They had to do something. They had to switch it up. All right, man, let's hop into it, bro. I'm trying to think if there's anything going on that we need to talk about before we get into it. No, I can't think of nothing, man. Fuck it. Let's hop right into it. All right. So as you may or may not know, of course, we do this show once a week, so we can't give you up to the date every 20-minute updates. So we cover the shit that happened throughout the week when we get to y'all raggedy ass. So one of the most pressing things and one of the biggest topics of discussion that was happening this week is my dog, man. I hate to say it because I love this brother, man, but he keep fucking up for lack of better word. What am I talking about? Hey,
Oh man. Is that real footage?
I love the things you do.
Or is that
Hey,
AI?
Tony. I'm glad I am not you. Tiger Woods, man. Yeah, this real footage from the body cam footage. I cropped out the date and time and everything that was on there.
Yeah.
But he was crashing out in the back of the cruiser. Yo, probably because he realized, like,
Is that why he's flipping?
did it again.
Didn't he
Oh
flip
no,
it?
that's this. No, this ain't why he was flipping out.
No, I'm saying this is during the flip, like he's flipping the vehicle. He flipped the vehicle, didn't he?
Yeah.
This
Yeah, he
isn't
flipped the
his-
vehicle, but this not camera from inside the vehicle while it was flipping.
Oh,
That'd be
okay.
like that slingshot ride in Orlando. Don't you know they put the camera on you?
Yeah, the dudes always be like, ah!
This is him in the back of the cruiser. You can
And
see
then
his
they wake up, ah, and then pass out.
night terrors. You can see his hands is cuffed up. This is from the back of the cruiser. But yeah, Tiger
he
got
was
another
crashing
DUI.
out from the back of the cruiser because he got locked up.
Yeah, man. I think the reality of shit, I got another one had set in for Tiger, but of course Tiger Woods was booked for a third DUI, man, and it's crazy because somebody of that prominence and if of that financial means, me and Ed was discussing, he could certainly have went and got a driver to take him here and there. It's preventative measures he could have took to avoid it this third DUI, man, and they're not going to be as lightly on. And they gave him the field sobriety test and all that. The boy was sauce. Nigga. This is during the day too.
He was
but
daydreaming.
Ed, yeah, he was sauced up. But Ed, why do you think? Of course, it's fucked up. You shouldn't be drunk driving. You could kill families. You could kill yourself. You could cause property damage, et cetera, et cetera. But why do you think? What do you think is the wall that's like, yo, I gotta drive sauce? Wouldn't you just get somebody to help you out, or Uber or something? Shit.
Yeah, I mean, this usually tells us that it's not a premeditated thing. Like, I don't think he was like, I'm going out to drink.
Premeditated DUI.
It was more so like, it's more so probably a drinking problem that's actually in play here, because if it wasn't a drinking problem, he probably would have gotten somebody to say, hey, come with me, this and that. But things go on in his life and he uses alcohol as a crutch, is what I'm thinking. And then something may have occurred that day that caused him to want to day drink. And of course, he didn't, because it wasn't planned. He just went.
Yeah, getting drunk, man. That's what
got
caused you to day drink.
Yeah, he got drunk, and he didn't take the appropriate measures to protect himself there. And I mean, we're 2026, man. You got Lyft and you got Uber, and you still got those hacks that's out there. And people from Baltimore know you catch a hack.
Woods is not about to get no hacks.
You still get those hacks. But you still got the standard taxis. There's a lot of things that you can do now to.
He could get a helicopter
driving drunk.
Woods.
And this is for just common folk. He's got money, so it's just there's no excuse for it. But then again, that's what lets us know that he's going through something, because nobody with the right state of mind would have made a conscious decision to literally put themselves in that position. So he's going through something. He used alcohol as a crutch, and boom, now we have it. So yeah, the man's just going through some things, unfortunately.
So speaking of that, I think it's definitely a situation of fighting demons. I think you're 100% right there, where something underlying that's like maybe like I've seen situations because I worked in mental health for a while. I've seen situations where these are a cry for help. Like I want to be. I need you to see me hurt.
Like self-sabotage.
Yeah, man, because this is the third one, and that image I think shows. Damn, I did it again, yo.
He's in full crash out mode right there.
Yeah. That's the type of picture you take when you that's the Patrick Mahomes. The motherfucking come out in a Super Bowl mouth. So I mean, I really would want to talk about, like, when you fighting these demons like this is what I think it is. It's a push-pull in his soul that's pulling him to do these things, because I'm in the spotlight. If I get caught again, it's not going to be a community issue. The world, niggas in Sri Lanka know about it. They got the DUI again. I think it's in India talking about this shit.
He flipped his vehicle though, didn't he?
Yeah, he flipped a Range Rover, on the side. But a crazy thing is, God bless you. A crazy thing is, he called Donald Trump when the police was pulling him out the car. He was calling Donald Trump. Like, what do you think he thought was? What do you think he thought Donald was going to do for him, y'all? I don't know if
he was like, Donald, I need your help. He's like, well, it looks like you're on your own, buddy.
Call State Farm, nigga. Don't call me.
He really I got a lot of problems going on, distracting the public from the Epstein files.
Melania said I can't talk to you.
Melania said I can't talk to you.
Barron's on the other line.
She knows that he comes with a flock of hoes. She's like, oh no, you cannot talk to no tiger.
I got going to get the pussy at the golf club. Mar-a-Lago. You weren't in front of Mar-a-Lago, were you?
Tiger knows some of the people she knows.
Yeah, that's right. They run in the same circles. That's insane. Damn, yo.
He probably was trying to call Melania and accidentally called Trump.
If you like to make a call, hang up and call Melania. Donald they called Donald trying to get him out of it. Yeah, Donald, I really fucked up this time. Did you say nigger? No. Well, I can't help you. Get off my phone. That's crazy as shit. Yeah, he's trying to free the greater Hamas. But yeah, man, in all seriousness, man, a lot of people deal with this type of situations because anytime you get nobody intentionally is looking for a DUI, right?
Yeah,
it's a temporary lapse of judgment. You think I'm good to drive, and in your mind, I don't know if you ever drink driving. I'm not gonna do no incriminating on nobody here on the Too Late We Said It podcast. But you think you good when you drunk driving.
Most people that's drunk driving think they good.
You got your music bumping.
I'm an excellent drunk driver.
The whole time you look like you in Houston and you swinging.
Have you ever drove to Houston? Have you ever drove to Houston on weed?
That's because
it's like, no, but I've drove to Houston on alcohol.
On alcohol.
I've drove on Hennessy. Hennessy. What kind of drink do you think? What kind of drink is Tiger Woods drink? What's Tiger Woods' drink of choice?
Mimosas, bitch ass.
Is it mimosas?
He drunk off mimosas.
Yo, you said that with no hesitation.
Strawberry mimosas.
He was like mimosas.
That's why he think he good. He like, ain't no way I'm drunk on these mimosas. Woo! How many have you had to drink, Tiger? You blew
I only had
0.00.
5 mimosas. That ain't nothing, right?
Nothing. Get out the car, sir. You know your car.
It's like you just breathalyzed a 0.08. You're fucked.
But yeah, I mean, when you think about your children, a lot is impacted. Of course, I think he said he stepped away. Him and Puka at the same rehab center. He stepped away from.
Is that a fact?
Nah, it's a joke.
Oh.
But it's believable. Aha!
You caught me. You got me.
Welcome, Tiger. How are you doing, Puka?
I'm glad that you brought up Puka because Puka's going through some things too.
Puka going through some things, but I think that's a money grab. I think Puka is a target right now. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Because he got hit with them anti-Semitic charges.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things was messed up with that is he was with the dude Aiden Ross, who is of the Jewish community. And Aiden Ross told him to do a little hand rub that was supposedly, I guess it was a slight at the Jewish community. Puka was like, "What does that mean?" He was like, "Just do it, Puka, just do it." And Puka did it. And then immediately they was like, "Oh, it's anti-Semitic. Puka's anti-Semitic." I'm like, you see it right on camera. A Jewish person told him to do it. Puka was like, I don't know what this is. What is it? The guy was like, "Just do it." And he did it.
So he's basically a victim of circumstances. It's like, come on, man. If you see, what's funny is that people don't ever want to apply context to anything. They just see the thing and they just put their own spin on it. It's like, look at the context. Yeah. You can see the type of person he is. Then you can understand that there's nothing negative behind it because that's just not even his character.
In that instance, at least. And that,
I mean, just like how he always carries himself.
Yeah, like he's a bright guy.
Yeah, so if you look at it, you'll know that that's nothing. He's not the type of person that would intentionally do something like that. Malicious, so that lets you know it was more so him getting caught up with a friend pranking him and not realizing the repercussions of what could come from it.
Yeah, that's like if I went to Target, I walked up to some. I guess that's a bad because everybody know what the N word mean. But like, let's say hello. I feel like somebody knocking on my door. Let's say, look, as soon as I mentioned that,
we're about to witness Ghostface come in and murder Sean on live camera. No, the most viral video is like, and there's like, we finally made it.
Yeah, we'll get some super chats then. We'll get some super chats. You ain't got to split that 25%.
And then I'll just, on your behalf, I'll accept all the donations. Thank you. I really miss my friend.
We hit our goal of $7, guys. Shit. But what I was saying is like that's if I go to Target or something and stop some random white guy and be like, go like this, and he do it, and then I put a video out, white guy does whipping, slave whipping.
Shit. Then you could do a nice little edit of somebody standing in front of him going.
See, you already thinking like TMZ. Your life is fucked up. CEO of Oracle Technology Company does racist whip hand gestures, but that's what I'm saying. But
just like that, it's over.
And that's like that. You got to resign. You got to apologize. That's the only thing I don't like about our society. I understand, right, being sensitive to people's plights and ethnic backgrounds and sexual orientation and all of that. But you said it 100% true. It has to be contextualized. If somebody is setting you up, like this is 2026, this ain't the 50s where it's only print media and that's all you know. You have but people are dumb these days. People aren't going to go do the investigation. Everybody don't think like, I'm not even gonna say us. A lot of people don't think
he should be clowned about. Like people should be making fun of him, and that's
like, how were you dumb enough to do that?
Like, hey, dummy, you didn't know. That's really, it should be one of those things where he should be in media, like laughing at himself, but instead he's going through this hard societal
one more time. Don't say it again.
Like, because I'm trying to get the right words. Hard societal punishment of like public opinion about him now. And it's like, hello, you've seen him all the way up to this point. You got to put all of that in one package and understand. Look at how this doesn't fit. It's a piece that doesn't fit to his character. So you have to see that this was done out of ignorance, not out of malice. And when you see it that way, you say, okay, we should be making fun of him, not chastising him.
Right. Or at least
he could make fun of himself, say, yeah, I was stupid as fuck.
Yeah, and I think he would. Now, but on the flip side, Puka do be pissy drunk, though. I have seen numerous videos of him. pissy drunk. So I think he does have a drinking problem.
Hey, he's a huge UFC fan too. He was at that fight. Matter of fact, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
It
was about to go off. Matter of fact,
yo, Puka be at the UFC events. They be showing him too, and he has a beer in his hand too.
Because you got to remember, he went to BYU, and you couldn't do none of that shit at BYU. They was super hard. That's a Mormon school. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. You know they went to BYU.
So it's like the PK finally hitting the wild.
Exactly. He got free.
It's like, what's all this? Give me more. Poochie. Come by.
Puka moderation. Think it crashed out. Hit him with the spritzer. He's a wild ass nigga. But Puka's brothers be crashing out too. Remember Puka brother stole a car and all that other shit.
Oh shit.
And the coolers go hard, y'all. They got off that island and they went nuts. There is no place I'd rather be drinking alcohol at the UFC. Niggas getting drunk.
You'll be going to the hibachi joints. It was like sake.
Squirting it. Take the cap off. Sake more sexy. Squirt the whole anyway. But to go back to Tiger, man, I think it's a completely different situation because it is a pattern. You know, one of my bosses used to always tell me one time is a coincidence, 2 times is a pattern. So
and 3 times is a problem.
It's a problem. Ed, hold on. Jesus Christ. Wait a minute, brother. Don't take a drink on that, nigga. You go there. Hold on. Where the gong at? Here we go. This nigga. It's a problem.
Houston.
I know you got kids.
Problem, yo.
Didn't I tell you to stay out my Oreos?
I told you. Ain't this the 3rd time?
Your mama said you're smoking cigarettes again. Nigga, father status, nigga. God damn. But yeah. So you know, both with Puka and for Tiger, I hope they get the help they need and the assistance they need. But really at the end of the day, man, you could be we from Baltimore, man. You know, you could be in and out of rehab 150 times until you're ready to put that needle down or stop playing with your nose. And in this situation, stop drinking. It's gonna be on you. You gotta be the one that's like, because them triggers will come up, and if you're not fortified to stop it, you're gonna be slipping in the darkness. So prayers up.
And our brains work a weird way. We always rationalize to ourselves on why it's acceptable. And not till after the fact that we look back on it like, dang, that was not good rationale there.
It was not acceptable. It's not. When he was sitting in that car sideways, he's like, damn, this is not
those are the worst times when you're apologizing for something that you knew was preventable on your part. And you're like, damn.
We all been there, man. And sometimes it's not as heavy as a DUI, but the nigga he got out the Range Rover like, is everything okay, officer?
Yo, but the thing is, he's lucky. Like, he could have been like that Raiders receiver. What's his name that killed
Henry
somebody.
Ruggs.
Yep.
And Henry Ruggs wasn't even drunk though. He was just stupid. He was going $150 in a residential. God damn. Was that a mailbox? No, nigga. You going $150 in a resi?
That was a human.
That was a human.
It's like, why wasn't there any blood? You were going so fast that the blood literally evaporated.
Jesus. As a vapor trail.
Nah, we shouldn't be joking about that, but the truth of the matter is like everything can happen like this.
Yes.
In a very moment. And that's the same thing with mental health. We could be totally fine 1 minute, and then something happens, whether it's the spark of a memory of a tragic moment that puts you super down, or a tragic event happens in a moment and you never recover from it. It's just like that. Your life just is altered by anything that can happen to us, whether it's mental or physical. And in this case, it's both. In Tiger's case, where his mental health was compromised, that caused him to make decisions that put his physical health in compromise, and now his status and his
Social health.
freedom is in jeopardy now. And how do you come back from that? It's like, 3 times. So you can see that yells like it's almost like he's just fed up with the same cycle.
Yeah, man. That's like you stuck. That's a case of having it all but not having no control, man. It happens to a lot of celebrities, man. You think about it, and it's hard because you can't be a normal person. You have to be this stick, because you're a public figure.
Yeah,
But
look, you're going through a lot of shit, and you just walk down the street, and then people excited, Tiger, hey, and you just want to say fuck off, but you can't. And then now you have to put on a face.
Charles Barkley be telling them to fuck off, though.
Yeah. Then you have to put on a face, and when you put on a face, now it's just building up inside. And then when that moment passes, now you're in deeper depression because of the face you just put on. Yeah. It's crazy.
Only human, man. Only human. So prayers up for him. Prayers up from him. Switching gears to something a little bit more crazy. As y'all know, I think I like this story a little bit, man, because it's a little bit of retribution. The former Secretary of Homeland Security here in the United States, her name is Kristi Noem. She's going through a little situation. She's in a little bit of hot water right now because her zaddy is a freaky ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So the lady on the left, her name
What's
is
a zaddy?
As a white boyfriend, zaddy.
That's
like
what it is?
Daddy. We call you zaddy. 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 See, you learned something here on
I
the
thought you meant zaddy like it's like zesty or something.
Well, yeah, in this situation, that is the truth as well. Hold on, yo, you're killing them today. Killing you on a roll, ain't got no lobster. Kristi Noem was the former director of Homeland Security here in the United States. She was let go from her position a couple weeks ago, and they may have known what was going on. So her husband there on the right, I'm not sure his name. We'll call him Fan for right now. Freaky ass Nick. Fan was she was big on getting immigrants out. Don't let them in and all of that shit, trying to reverse a lot of the stuff that the previous administration did. And I'm not advocating for or against a political administration. I'm just giving you the setting the tone.
Why does she look like Courtney Cox's half sister?
I don't know. Probably because she on that cock. She on that cock for real. Husband.
You know what's interesting? If you put your hand over the crazy pictures of them and just look at them as a normal couple, they just look like, hey, normal.
Yeah, it's couple. Like a normal white couple.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with them.
So you put like curtain back.
Not the fucking duck lips, yo.
Yes, yo, that's what threw me off, yo. Kissy face, show me your looking ass at 8:07. Look at the time. That's dinner time.
I'm trying to understand what his thought process on how he perceives himself.
His stomach hanging out in them biker shorts. He a freak. You see this? He is a freak. But anyway, so the ironic part is he got exposed by an immigrant that he was fucking with, a young Spanish guy.
Wait, he was fucking with an immigrant?
He was sending these pictures to guys, like, so he was in some type of he was in like a alternative lifestyle group, and he would be it was like a big,
so all these dudes were like dressing up and sending pictures to each other.
They had like a big titty fetish. All of them had like, I want to have big breasts, and they would put big balloons up their chest. You could see a little bit of like nipple there.
So that means that he must have fucked up and told them who he is.
He showed them who he is. You see that duck face?
What I'm saying is, like, if you just see this dude, you would know he's the husband of someone that's important in politics, right? So he must have said something and says, "Yeah, my wife is this and that," and then that immigrant was like, "Word, ain't that the girl that's like?"
This is 2026, Ed. You could just put any image in Bing and do a reverse search, and if your face is out. They probably pulled up this image on the left. They was like, oh, he got a wife. Noem on his sweater. 1, 2, 3. Look at me. Now you exposed. It's very easy to find out.
Oh, yeah. So he got found out is what happened.
Yeah, he got found out. Yeah, he got found out.
He fucked around and he found out. Now his whole family's upside down, yo. Ooh, this is an example, a great segue, how now the mental health of the stability and mental health of that family is going to be permanently altered because of this.
Yeah. And now she was cheating on him
Right.
before that.
Was she aware that he's been doing that, or is this
I
something?
That's my thing. You ran national homeland security for the United States. You know about Al Qaeda building a new bomb in fucking Kuwait, but you ain't know your husband was running around putting on titties on the internet. You had to have known. They had to have
Also,
this.
husband, what the fuck is wrong with you? Your wife is in a high government position. You can't do any weird shit on the internet because eventually it's gonna come out, dude.
Hey man,
Like,
men make dumb decisions
and
when
the
they
duck
hard.
lips, all of that's out now. Everybody sees him with these duck lips, standing looking weird. Look how weird he looks. That
Yo,
upper picture is really fucking with me in his stance. Yo, why is he standing like
Edward
that?
said everybody see you with them duck lips. That's the worst part, Ed, not the titties.
The duck lips to me is the worst part. Yo.
Who is you blowing them kisses to, buddy?
Yo, the duck lips is the worst.
He's a freak times 10.
They're the worst on anyone, let alone this dude with the fucking 5 o'clock shadow duck lips.
All them wrinkles around his mouth make it look like it's leading to a butthole.
He looked like this woman I seen that had like serious menopause and got the full facial treatment.
That's tough. And then he got on the little the biker shorts that the chicks be wearing at the gym.
Menopause may lead to increased facial
What the hell?
including a mustache or whiskers. In some cases, however,
Siri had to get in on it too.
Hey, yo,
that nigger's a freak.
Oh wow, that's why I can't fuck with fucking
and small sprouts of hair on the chin.
yo, I'm not fucking with this phone, yo. Get this fucking phone.
You want to get nasty, Edwin? I'll tell you about nasty.
Did the mic pick all that up? Did you hear word for word?
Yes, yo, that's gold, nigga. Leave all that in there. Fair use, Siri. Fair use. You jumped in on our conversation, bitch.
Serious. Yo, fuck that, yo.
Now you a part of that lifestyle. Now they're gonna send you ads.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Yo, Edwin concerned for
Just to
real. Look
confirm.
at Edwin concerned.
I just powered off the phone. Yo, did you see the look on my face?
Yes,
that's scary ass shit, yo.
You ain't had that face.
This phone is in the cut, minding his own business, listening to our conversation.
It's not minding its own business.
That's
minding your business. Yo, you ain't had that face since season 2 when I said I ain't had no underwear on. Remember your face at the factory. My son works. You got turned into King Joffrey Joe. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Siri gave you a breakdown on freakiness, nigga. Freaky ass nigga. Oh my god, yo. I'm not fucking with you, yo. Oh my goodness. So, but we bring that up to discuss the situation. That's their lifestyle. If you want to cross dress, I mean, that's your life. I mean, do your thing.
You can't make this stuff up, Sean. How did that shit just happen?
Yo. That shit was crazy, yo.
Siri just chimed in on that shit like menopause and also increased facial hair. I was like, what?
Man, that's our first guest, yo, Siri.
Did I say anything that may have sounded like I said something to Siri in that guy?
No, you was talking the same way we was talking this whole time for the last 2 years.
Just chimed in just out the blue, yo.
I'm an expert.
Yo,
on
the look
topic.
on both of our face, we're like trying to wonder where that was coming from.
I looked at my phone. I was like, what the fuck? I thought I had an open window. I thought a video was playing or something from the image.
I thought too. I thought it was on the computer. I was like, what just happened?
Because I had put the image back up and then it started talking about menopause. What the fuck? Anyway, that was funny. But so
damn, yo.
How would you handle that situation, bro? That's the crux. That's what I'm trying to get to here. Of course, if you want to do cross dressing, if you want to be whatever you want to be, we don't give a fuck.
That's what you want to do to life. That's fine. But I think that it's a time and a place situation. It's like understanding what the position that his wife holds means that, like, look, if you're married to someone that has a government position, then you have to understand that your actions also affect them because you're connected to them. That's what marriage is. You're linked together. So your actions reflect them as well as yourself. and and you're held to a different standard because of it.
Unfortunately,
So
yeah.
one, you always got to be thinking about that. So you have to have a plan to keep your anonymity, because you shouldn't be forced to not be yourself, but you have to be yourself in a smart way. And then two, a conversation definitely needs to be had, like, because it's something like she has to be aware of that. So obviously, I would think if he's doing this, she has to have known that this is something that he does. You know,
She knew. I think she knew. But
yeah, she had to have known.
What I'm saying is, how would you? So let's put me in it, for example. If I came home to my, of course, I wouldn't have to work. We wouldn't, as men, males, we wouldn't have to worry about our wife coming home putting breast enhancements on, fake titties on, unless putting pillows to make them look bigger, and then it ain't as weird. But if you came home and she got her leg cocked up on the kitchen table with a Incredible Hulk dildo hanging down, a strap on the size of an elephant tusk, what would you like? How could you handle that? Like, your life is blindsided. Like, babe, what the fuck is going on? Like,
yeah. I mean, I would have first think it's some kind of a joke or a prank, and then once the realization sets in that, this is another aspect of their personality or who they are, then yeah, conversation needs to be had. And it's like, I have to be accepting and comfortable with it. If I can't, then guess what? Then it's going to cause a problem.
This is a problem. I think this is a problem. But I always hear about the model citizens, and I'm gonna take it racial for a little bit, man. This and that in the black community, and fatherless homes and shit like that. But I'd rather have a fatherless home than my father acting like Mr. Noem. I don't know how much more I can say it better than that. I'd rather him just remove himself from the equation than for me coming home to a Mr.
Me? I have no father.
Because this nigga on some Mrs. Doubtfire shit. He's stuffing his titties with biker shorts on, and it's looking kind of flagrant, man. I'd rather not deal with that than to deal with a freaky ass nigga at home making me noodles and shit with his ass tooted up in biker shorts. You want the seasoning packet today? Or you want just butter noodles? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm going over Jerome's house.
Yeah, we're gonna see somewhere like on Dateline NBC or something, an interview about this. Watch.
This is crazy. I think she had to have known about it. Because these type of subtleties you can't hide. Like, why you got all these balloons in the house, honey?
Is that what that is? He had balloons in there. Is that what he had in there? But they had these little suits too, though, like that you could wear, I guess. Because they do that in the movies. Remember Mrs. Doubtfire? Yeah. He had the whole little thing, and it fits like a vest, and then it has that in the front,
like a glove.
But they can't just be balloons, because it seems to me like that's some kind of like he's wearing some kind of a suit thing underneath, or it just looks like balloons.
I don't know what they are. I don't know. I can't call it for sure. I can't call it.
My man just went to the Dollar Tree and got some balloons.
Got any C cups? No. Okay. Pull that balloon down again, Ed. He put your happy birthday balloons up. Put it up your shirt. One big titty.
I can't even get it. I just got one middle.
Uno Now you pregnant.
Is that what that is?
Little bambino.
Oh, it's a girl.
It's a girl. That's crazy, yo. Oh man. So be on the lookout. I guess you really never know your partner until you see what they did online. I guess I don't know.
You don't know until you see them online. They got those secret dark profiles on that.
Exactly. Hey, is this your husband? Imagine going into work like, hey man, is this your wife?
We're gonna regulate immigration, and he's on the website with immigrants. Like, hey, look at my titties. And then it's like, I'm gonna tell someone, Holmes. I'm gonna tell someone, I'm gonna tell someone, Gnomes.
You're done about it.
You're done, Gnomes. You messed up, I'm telling you on you, Gnomes.
Please don't say anything.
Please don't.
They probably threatened him before this came out.
Alejandro, no.
Dun, dun, dun. that's a tough ride home knowing that shit, yo. So he probably mentally crushed too, because I can only imagine that'd be embarrassing.
They're getting a divorce.
Tough titty, nigga. All right.
and on
On to the next one. Yeah. Let me do one more time. Not the kissy face. All right. Anyway. Moving on, Ed. So another sign of the time, other than being freaky as hell, has been is the prevalence and rise of DoorDash. So a lot of people use DoorDash on a daily basis. I know here in my apartment complex, um, I live all the way up top, right? I live on like the 5th floor, and there's no elevator in this raggedy motherfucker, so I gotta take the steps. And as I walk up, I always see little packages of Wendy's and Dairy Queen and shit like that at people's door. So people are using DoorDash more so than that. You can get groceries delivered. You can get shit delivered from Sears or what have you. But the DoorDash has just recently eclipsed $70 billion as a company asset worth. The company's worth $70 billion, and that's just DoorDash. You got Uber Eats, you got Postmates, you got all of these joints. So
you got
it's probably $1 trillion.
Does Lyft also do delivery? You got
Lyft,
you got Instacart,
Postmates, Instacart, all of that. So I'm willing to go out on a limb and say that whole industry. And then you got the hidden Negro the hidden figures, the hidden niggas that's probably just doing errands on the side too. So this has always been a thing, people running errands for you, but now it's just exploded. So I'm willing to go out on a limb and say this is probably $1 trillion industry, this delivery type shit, personal delivery. So the question that I pose to our viewers and to you, Edwin, is do you think this is an attribution of people just becoming lazier, more introverted, perhaps, that they don't want to go out and socialize? Or do you think it's a thing where we just too busy? You know, I'm working with 14, 15 hours a day. I don't have time to go grocery shopping. I don't have time to cook. I don't have time to procure my own shopping. What do you think about that?
I think that it's the market is booming because it covers both of those aspects. Because whether or not somebody doesn't have time or someone just doesn't want to, both of them are logical reasons for someone to go ahead and utilize these services. So sometimes it's a little bit of both. Like today, you don't have time. Tomorrow, you just don't feel like it. Both times, DoorDash is going to capitalize. And then we're not even mentioning the fact that it's the world of the apps now. It's the app world, right? So every single restaurant or something has an app. So you can order, carry out, or delivery. Now, you know, pizza places and all that, instead of just hiring an employee under them and paying for their insurance, they'll partner up with the DoorDash. They'll partner up with the Uber Eats and say, hey, look, for these are the percentages and this and that. And guess what? Now your drivers are your insurance policies. We don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about none of the liabilities because DoorDash will take that, and that's why you'll sit there and go like on for Wingstop and order some Wingstop delivery. Well, you'll see the little logo of DoorDash in there, and once you deliver it, you're going to get the notification that your Wingstop order's coming. It's a DoorDash person, so that means that Wingstop partnered up with DoorDash. So anytime you order delivery, it goes right through DoorDash.
Yeah.
So those are the other parts of it too. So it's like that's more different avenue for them to get money. And in the end, us, the consumer, we don't care. We just want our food to come to us because we don't have time to cook for ourselves or we just don't feel like doing it. And sometimes we don't have time to just drive out and do it, or you don't have the transportation. That's the other part of it.
Well, you are
somebody don't have a car, right? So they're usually on public transportation. So not only are you using Uber as your means of transportation, but you're using Uber Eats as your mode of delivery. So you're double now. Uber Eats is double dipping on that person that doesn't have a car or that's using Uber because it's all one membership. Once you get the Uber membership, it also gives you the ability to get the delivery service as well.
I didn't know that, but it's expensive though, right? So I don't know the rates, but I know they tax you on that.
And plus now with the gas prices going up the way they did, yo, I'm telling you, you just driving 20 minutes, you're paying $50+. And that's just one way. That's not a two-way.
Yes.
All right. So now let's flip that on the delivery side of things. Now this meal that you're buying costs $15. Guess how much you're paying for that delivery? $35+ because one, the delivery fees, and then you got to tip. Because if you don't tip,
right, that's the thing. They're gonna spit.
that person, I don't think not gonna spit. But when you don't tip, the driver will take multiple deliveries to make the trip worth it. So that means that you're getting cold food because you didn't tip, and they're just gonna take 3 other deliveries on the way. So to make that drive worth it, because gas is so high, you're not just gonna drive 15 minutes for one fucking delivery. You're gonna be like, oh, I can stop on the way and accept other deliveries that's in that area, and then make all these stops.
I think the app should regulate that though.
They do. They have a new feature. Guess what it is? You could pay an extra $3 to have a direct delivery, which means that they directly deliver it to you.
Oh, so they're not regulating it. They give you a premium package.
The premium. You can decide to pay more, and that means the driver has to take it to you because then that driver gets a little bit more. They get paid more to take it directly to you. With this, without the tip, of course. So that tip still matters because, and here's
that $3 ain't shit.
Yeah, that $3 extra ain't shit. But no, but you're already listen. You're paying like, let's say that something costs $8. That thing costs $12 now when you're going through Doordash.
Really? That's crazy, yo. So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like,
so you're paying a lot more than what you would getting it yourself. So that means that that's a huge convenience thing. So you're paying extra for convenience.
So how much do you think social anxiety, maybe laziness, dare I say, plays into that?
Shoot, I'm sure that a lot of cases are that too. Someone would rather pay more than have to deal with people.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been to Walmart lately. Them lines is
a lot of people that Walmart deliveries, the Walmart delivery, that's huge.
That's huge, bro.
Plus, people do a lot of stuff through Walmart because Walmart is almost like an Amazon if you think about it, because you're just getting it directly from the source. Or Amazon, you're getting stuff from them, but they have third-party vendors as well that you're getting from. But Walmart, they're their own thing because they manufacture almost everything. It's Walmart. They're like the everything store. Everything,
yeah, they little brands
from Walmart, from even automotive stuff, groceries, automotive, clothes, electronics. It's everything, you know.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's. I think it's a sign. So you think it is a cultural offshoot? It's a facing of the times we're in that.
Yeah,
as opposed to just people being lazy.
Yeah,
because me and my son were having this conversation on Sunday. He was like, "Yeah, why don't you just DoorDash?" And I was trying to explain to him gas prices and like if I go to the grocery, like if I spend $100, this is the example I gave him. It could have been wrong, so please check me if I am. If you spend $100, your delivery fee might be like 20, 21, plus you got a tip, right? So let's say you tipping $5, so you spend an extra 25, and you do that twice a month, 3 times a month.
Or and you're getting suspended. You tip $5 on $100 meal.
You said what now?
$5 on $100 meal. You ain't even spit on 10%. That's 5%, bro.
So that's if you're a piece of shit. Now, if you really tipping, your $100 becomes.
You better be putting $20 on $100, yo.
And they can see your tip before pause. They can see your tip before you get
tips on there before they accept it.
Oh. So let's say you tip 20. Plus you got to pay the delivery. You have to pay DoorDash.
Yeah.
So now your 100 turned into what? Maybe 135?
Yeah, easily.
So you do that 3 times a month, 4 times a month.
Easily.
Over the course of the year, you done spent $1,200, $1,300.
Shoot, you order that same meal 3 times, you basically got the meal's worth of extra pay on top of that.
On the 4th one.
So yeah, those 3 meals is 4 meals worth.
Damn. And that's what I'm saying.
In some cases, it can double because it also depends on time of day. Remember that fee depends on how many drivers is available.
So they got surge rates. And
the more drivers that's available, the less that cost will be. The less drivers available, the higher that cost. So time of day also dictates the total price of fees that you're paying.
I didn't know that. That's crazy, bro. So shit.
So if you live in a place like it's a small ass town, they're paying a lot of fucking money to get deliveries because there's probably limited drivers. You live in a big city, it's beneficial to the consumer and to the drivers because there's so many deliveries going on.
Like in New York or
and
something
in a
like
small confined area where your deliveries are so short, you're not burning as much gas. Therefore, the customer's not paying as high because it's so many deliveries going on, and there's
The
a
cost
driver
to
always
deliver is
available.
lower.
It's like literally every second a driver's available, so that cost is going to go down. That cost is higher with trips. Like if you're getting Ubered somewhere, that's even a different gap in price. Like you could go from driving to getting a ride to work and paying $15 and paying $50 on another day just because there's no drivers available.
Wow. I think it's and I could be wrong here, but I think there has been a societal pushback as far as impact down the road for things. Like one of the big things we talked about before is like Klarna, payday loans, shit like that. Taken from today, like I've seen people buying concert tickets on like Klarna at 75% interest, 60% interest, not realizing like, yo, the ticket's $200, but it's costing you $360 if you was to just pay it back within the next 6 months. If you take it past then, it could be a $600 ticket. Now these companies are eating us alive because we're not, and I'm putting myself in it too, because I'm not fucking Dave Ramsey. I made some bad financial decisions too along the way, but they take it. I don't know if it's greed or need there. Sometimes people do need it. You brought a very good point up. If you're on public transportation, you can't carry $150 worth of groceries.
No.
You know, back in the day, you see a motherfucker strap his arm, have 50 bags on each arm walking up the road and a gallon of water on his shoulder and shit. Niggas ain't doing that no more. You know, it's like, let me just order the Doordash and have it brought to me.
Yeah, because you can't take the carts no more because we put these little things on.
Shit. You've been out of Baltimore too long. These junkies then came up with some Dr. Doom shit to reverse the polarity on those magnets. Got these carts all over the place. I seen somebody, I swear to God.
They got the cheat code. Is like
they broke it out. I swear to God, I see somebody riding the handicap joint up Ritchie Highway. You know the
little handicap thing that you get in the grocery store.
Yo got the car. Yo took the whip. We 2 miles from Walmart. Nigga, how did you get this shit up here? Give a fuck about no magnet, nigga. They strong as shit. They pop that motherfucker open. The 12 o'clock boys got one. But yeah, that I think it's you open my eyes on that, because I was thinking like motherfuckers just lazy. I'm gonna just order some shit. I don't want to go out.
The market is so vast now because you got people that actually need it because they can't no way to get there to get it. Then you got the people that are lazy, just don't feel like it, and they got the money to burn, so they just go do it. Then you got people that don't have the time, so they do that on their way home, because you can set times on those deliveries. You say, I want this. If you do ahead of time, like I could put a delivery today and set a time for tomorrow to get there. So that way I'm on my way home, and guess what? Those groceries are right in my front door.
Yeah, eat the booty like groceries. One thing I don't like is
people do that all the time.
One thing I don't like about that DoorDash shit is I like to go to the market and pick what I want. You know what I mean? If you get a loaf of bread,
especially you get produce.
Yeah,
there's no guarantee they're gonna grab the right bananas, the right set of bananas, the right apples.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or especially avocados. Motherfuckers don't know how to tell if avocados ripe or not already. I want the avocado to eat today, not 4 days from now. So please make sure you squeeze them avocados. So they're not gonna do that. They're just gonna grab the one on the top, throw it in there. Then you were like, oh, I'm about to make this meal. This guacamole is gonna be hitting, and then you get some unripe avocados. That's not 3 days away from ripeness, and you're like, I need it today. So guess what? Now you got to go to the grocery store yourself.
You gotta go. Damn, you didn't pay for free, and you got standard customer service.
So now you got a bunch of avocados that's not good till 3 days, and then now you got to get avocados. So now you got to pay attention. Motherfuckers forget. Avocados get forgotten. They'll get put on the top of the refrigerator. So then you find it later when you clean it. Oh no, it's all fucking mushy and shit.
Yeah, it feel like balls, Paul.
And then you're sad for 2 reasons. One, because the avocado made a mess, and 2, because you didn't get to eat the avocado.
That's a waste, and you wasted your money. So yeah, man, that was a good point. I didn't think about the necessity of it, but I like to definitely get my meat.
You definitely
Oh,
do, don't you?
oh, don't try to stand there. You like you do, don't you? Just like Kristi's husband. Come on, Sean.
That's the face you make whenever you're buying meat. That guy on the bottom. It's like, ooh, steaks.
Skirt stinks.
Skirt steaks.
That's insane. Yeah.
But
Oh
you
my
like to get your meats paused. Wow.
Costco's in bulk. All right, Joe. Let's moving right along. Let's talk about something a lot of the uninitiated might not know about, man. We in a whole different era now. What am I talking about? Gangster rap. So back in the coming up in the days, back in the old days, gangster rap was a real thing. Motherfuckers would go straight from the streets to the studio. Motherfucker would be a certified cocaine dealer, heroin dealer that also did music on the side. Nowadays, we got rappers that are a lot more friendly, I'll say. It's not as thugged out as it used to be. A lot of motherfuckers on drugs more so than selling drugs nowadays with the rap. But in this situation here, on the left, you have a young man. His name is P.S.T. And on the right, you got, of course, Gucci Man, LaFleur, Big Guwap, et cetera, whatever you want to
Gucci
call it.
Man's shape up is a little bit off too. Like you see on the left side, it's more of a rounded edge, and then you got a more squared edge on the right. And then if you see on the right side, it's slightly lower than the left side, so it's not symmetrical.
Okay, I'm gonna let him know. I'll give him your
Yeah, yeah.
observations. And once he done dealing with this situation, he'll give you a call. Uh, but in this situation, the young man on the left with the orange hat, I don't know if it's left or right, but that young man's name is Pooh Shiesty. He was a rapper under Gucci Man on his artist, I mean on his label. He had got out of he was just incarcerated. He got a song called Back in Blood where he talk about killing motherfuckers. This little nigga crazy. Um, he got out of the jail, penitentiary, whatever you want to call it. And I guess he found out something about his record deal that he didn't like. So he went up to Gucci, kidnapped Gucci Man, him and his boys, kidnapped Gucci Man, made him sign a release from his record label at gunpoint, took his jewelry,
Damn.
whole bunch of other shit, right? Um, and they went online flexing the jewelry they stole from him. Yeah, we got that nigga. I don't know why people do that. It's stupid as shit. Um, flexing about what they did to get it back in blood. I guess you could say true to his name.
Back in blood.
But this is 2026, so the police saw all of this shit online, made him give all the jewelry back, arrested him, of course, him and his constituents.
Damn.
And of course, the contract that he made him void out was, as we talked about earlier, was under duress. So you can't do that's duress like a mother. That's duress like a mother. Don't get much more duress with me.
Straight under duress.
But so when I'm asking you, Ed, why do people think that you can still operate Death Row Records style in 2026? This is a whole new world of well, what do you think about that situation before we get into that?
Man, it's just it's everyone still lives by the code. I mean, not everyone, but they still live by the code. And
Tell them how you get down, Ed.
they they live by the code of the streets. But unfortunately, now with, like you said, technology and everything, it's just harder to get away with these things.
Yes.
Especially when you're in public, under the public eye. So someone like that, when they get out, people know. Where normally under those circumstances, someone that's getting out of jail usually aren't well known, because they're viewed as criminals and lesser versions of society. But when someone who has celebrity status is locked up, people are going to notice immediately. So when things that you do after you come out, it's just harder to make movements without people knowing, especially when everybody has phones, everybody has proof. You just can't do things under the radar no more because the radar is everywhere. So I don't think that changes people's mentality, though. People are still going to do these things. They just have to find ways to do it in a manner that can keep them out of getting caught. That's
Tell
the
them how to
difference.
rob, Ed. Ed was like,
It's
hey,
just
nigga, you
tougher.
kidnap niggas. There's
Like,
a way
you
to
know,
do
the
it.
way this dude should have did that now, because everything changed. You can't just strong arm them. We got to have finesse. You got to put that person in a situation where you want them to be. And then once you get them there, then you make your move. So that way, the only people that know what happened are the people in that room. That's where he messed up. He probably just went carelessly straight at him, kidnapped him where witnesses saw. He fucked up right there. And he took him. So how exactly? Explain to me, where did he take him from? Was it a public place or did he?
So they invited him to like a party.
Oh, so a party with other people.
It was other people that but Gucci is not pressing charges. That he was like, I don't know what happened. But he don't want that contract to be. He applying for that contract to be nullified that he made him sign at the 40 cal point.
Oh, so he says he says I'm putting no criminal charges, but then on the civil side, he's like under duress.
Under duress.
So isn't that kind of like contradiction there?
That's the Puka situation.
He's basically saying nothing bad happened here, and then says something bad happened.
Except for this. And that's the crazy part, man, because like when we were talking about this, it's sort of like Death Row Records style. That's how Suge Knight used to get down. But Suge Knight used to have police on the payroll to do his gangster shit, lawyers on the payroll to do gangster shit. It's a way, you said it perfectly. It's a way you gotta be a gangster. You can't just come out. You gotta have a little tact.
No more.
Yeah, man. And to
go be like Frank Lucas and shoot the dude in the middle of the street and be all right.
Now it's the CCTV gonna catch that now, though.
Not just CCTV, but it's gonna be on the internet before the cops even know.
Wow, Frank just killed you know, and it's a whole different world, man. And I'm saying all this to say, man, there has to be a cultural shift in mindset. If you want to be in business, be in business. If you want to be in the streets, be in the streets. But rarely can those two worlds blend unless you're the Gafia. You know who the Gafia is.
Yeah,
you know,
the Gafia. Yeah.
The Gafia blends it perfectly. But you can't be this motherfucker trying to be boisterous as hell, trying to.
Now, I think that the way they look at it, like if he pulls a civil case saying that the contract needs to be nullified because of under duress, then the court should say, in order for us to be able to push this through, you have to press criminal charges.
That's probably what happen.
You can't have one without the other.
You can't have one without the other.
Yep.
Streets in the marriage. Streets in the marriage.
Streets ensuing. Can't sue me for criminal things, but then say there was no criminal activity, but then try to get some money.
That's insane. But we see that all the time. The criminal suit is dropped, but the civil joint is
there's moments where that can be true, where there's different aspects. But in this case, to prove duress, that means that there was a crime that took place, because duress means that he put you in a life or death situation, right? So you can't drop charges on that and then claim duress, because duress includes a criminal activity. So it's just, to me, if he gets what he wants out of that, it shows how broken the system is, because you shouldn't be able to do that. You're just like, no. Look, matter of fact, check this out. They're making it so, like, you know, I don't know what the today is, but if a single mom goes to get food stamps and financial assistance, what do? They force you to make to take the dad to child support. They're basically telling Gucci, man, you don't have to press charges. We'll just give you the suit. Nah. You got to take him for child support.
One thing.
You got to press the criminal charges, because the criminal charges is what leads to you being eligible to get that taken off.
It details the duress.
Correct.
It's not like, you know,
if there's no duress, then you can't. Then the contract is
valid.
Is valid. So for him to claim the rest, but then claim there's no criminal activity, it's
insane.
oxymoronic, yo. They just don't go together, yo.
He trying to keep the street code after being kidnapped. It's like, woo.
So you can't have it both ways.
Yeah,
try to keep the street code, but then be like, no, but I still want the contract. Nah, Gucci, just give that man what he's owed, Joe. That's all. He really did that because he wants to own his own material. Just give it to him.
But he signed the contract though, Ed.
Yeah, so if he's claiming that there's no charge being pressed, he should just walk away.
No, I'm talking about P.S.T signed the contract of like, okay, I own you for this amount of time. I'm gonna give you this.
Right. He signed the contract, but he got out of jail once his masters, right? Is that what's going on?
Ed living like P.S.T, yeah.
Look, he wants his shit, right? And Gucci says, I'm trying to stay Sanche true to this code of the streets, right? You can't have both. You can't have true to the streets and still tattletale and be like, no, give me my and tell mom. You're either gonna tell mom or not tell mom, yo.
Which one you gonna do? I'm trying.
Which one you gonna do? If you can't cut that in half and say, well, this part of it, I'm not gonna send you to jail. I'm gonna cover the code of the streets on that way, so then you don't have a reason to kill me. But I want my contract. Hey, the rest. Like, no. Did he have a gun to your head or didn't he?
I found
no, and then say I was under gunpoint. You can't. It doesn't make sense to me.
I found your Halloween costume, Ed. I forgot you was living that street life. Here go your Halloween costume. It's back, nigga.
Which one am I wearing? The one in the middle?
All three of them, nigga, through all phases of the robbery. You walk up on the left, you commit the act in the middle, and then you walk off with just your nose out. Trilateral commission. I forgot about that. Yeah. YN's mask. That's ridiculous.
That's what it's called, YN's mask.
A YN mask. Yo, these little motherfuckers be walking around Baltimore straight like that at night. And it's hard not to. I don't know how white people do it, nigga. I would be racist all day. It's hard to just be like, don't walk.
That reminds me. I went to this place called Highway 55. It's like a burger place.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And one of the servers in there had a T-shirt that had like it's a faint like outline of a heart, and then it says YN.
He's a young nigga. At least he got a job.
The heart, though, the heart is supposed to be love, and then YN, so it's supposed to stand for love your neighbor. But so when I saw that, I was like,
see,
nah, it was a white girl that had it on. Yo.
Oh, love your nigger.
So I said, excuse me, real quick, if you don't mind me asking, what's that YN stand? She said, oh, it stands for love your neighbor. I was like, oh, okay, that's a relief.
Praise the Lord.
You know that there's another meaning for YNs, right? She's like, is there? It's like, you know there is.
You in the South, yo, they don't know, yo. They don't. Well, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. My fault.
It was such a funny moment, though. And then I went there like months later, and she told me that mad people was asking about the shirt. Yo.
You sparked the revolution.
Told you, yo. Love your neighbor.
Stay out the streets, man. Go to school, get your education. Everything in the streets is short-lived, man. Even if you crushing the drug game, it's short-lived. And I don't do no gangster rap. My son was trying to rap. I said, man, you go to Cranbrook. That's a private school. Nigga, don't be trying to rap, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're not a gangster, nigga. I just showed you how to wash your nuts. Now you want to be a thug. That's a whole different conversation.
Shorty want to be a thug.
Shorty want to be a thug. That's crazy, yo. Shout out to Tupac Shakur. All right, moving on, Ed. A topic that came up, man, that's really got a lot of people going back and forth. Is comedian Leslie Jones. You know who Leslie is, right? Big Les.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She was at that Ghostbusters joint, the all women's one.
Mm-hmm.
She was on Saturday Night Live. Yo, she's a comedian.
Funny comedian. Shout out to her for her artistry. But she is making her rounds in social media and news right now. As she proclaimed that modern day marriage is equated to slavery, straight up slavery. She says that
modern day, maybe earlier 50s marriage.
Early day. All Archie Bunker marriage might have been
Let's talk about the rule of thumb and shit. Rule of thumb.
Ching!
I get to switch the width of my thumb, and I can beat
Jesus
you.
Christ, I ain't know about that. Yeah.
That's the rule of thumb, yo.
No thinner than my thumb before I beat.
It's no thicker than my thumb. That's what the rule of thumb originally came from. The rule of thumb is you are allowed to put hands or put physical punishment on your spouse, so long as it was no thicker than your thumb.
And
rule of thumb.
Jesus Christ, yo, men was crazy back in the day. But
they considered their wives their property. In some countries, they still do.
Oh yeah, still they do, but not this country. But anyway, she's saying that
it's today modern day slavery.
She's saying it's equivalent to slavery. I was going to try to speak on it, but let's just hear out what they had to say. It's a real clip. I mean, a real short clip. Fair use. Check it out.
Yeah.
I do.
So a dominant to your submissive.
I'm not submissive.
Could you be a trad wife is what I'm asking.
Trad wife meaning like I'd be at home and no.
Like making Oreos from scratch.
I don't absolutely not.
Why not?
Because that's not who the I am. And my daddy didn't raise me like that.
To be a trad wife.
To be anybody's wife. My dad used to literally say that to me. I didn't raise you to be somebody's wife.
That's so brave.
I don't know if it's brave or smart. Most of the people that I know that's gotten married are divorced now.
And so really that's an indictment of the institution.
Yeah. I think marriage is legalized slavery.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Say more, because if I'm thinking about slavery and I'm thinking about marriage, there are two different images that come into my head.
Absolutely not. I don't think, I don't know how you don't. A man is, especially if he's expecting you to be a trad wife, he might as well pull out a whip.
Sheesh.
And a chain.
Damn.
Wow. So there are young people watching who might be wanting to get married. What would you say to them? Don't get married.
No.
Okay.
Oh, God, you are crazy.
How am I crazy?
You are crazy.
You're saying that marriage is
No, I don't believe in the marriage. No, I don't.
So you wouldn't get married?
No, and I don't think it's beneficial for a woman at all.
Wow.
So my question to you, Edwin. Now let me give you a little bit of backdrop on Miss Jones. Miss Jones has for years been mad. Let's keep it real. Fuck it, we finna talk heavy. She feels as, for years she's been saying about why don't no man want her? Why wouldn't a man want her? She's rich, she's powerful. She actually said this. Why wouldn't a man want me? I'm rich, I'm powerful, I can fight. Like, these are the things she thinks are attributes that niggas is looking for in a wife. A bitch who got squabbles. You understand? So I think she is a little bit bitter because, let's just say, she looked like Magilla Gorilla a little bit. Niggas is not trying to crack. Nobody's coming to her and they're not laying down their coats over the puddle and shit like that, like they would do for my baby
she
Tlwsi.
basically answered her own question in the same sentence.
Yes. It's she not the one. But Ed, tell me what you think about that? Marriage is legalized slavery. I said modern slavery. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Legalized slavery.
Yeah, legalized slavery. I mean, it's basically marriage is what you make it. You know what I mean? Partnership. Some marriages have a submissive partner. Some marriages are partners. Why is the divorce rate high? Is because people are getting married for the wrong reasons. People are getting married with the wrong people. That's the reason why marriage isn't working. The institution of marriage is the institution of marriage. The institution only works by the people within the institution. You know what I'm saying? You can have just like our government. Our government and how it's structured should work. But unfortunately, why doesn't it work? Because we have corruption within the system. Corruption within the system then forces the system not to work. A household is a structure. A family unit is a structure. And when it becomes dysfunctional, it doesn't work. Any kind of thing that requires people to be together will only work if everyone's on the same page and everyone plays their role properly. And marriage is no different. So what Leslie is saying is the fact that she's ignoring that part of the reason why it doesn't work for her is because she just literally said she wants to do her own thing. She's not a team player. Therefore, how could she succeed in a marriage? She wants everything her way. So she basically wants to be the dictator in her marriage. And her being a woman makes that problematic because most men by nature want to be the one in charge, the one in the head role. But also society has kind of shifted in where partnership is more 50-50 and understanding that marriage is a partnership and you both have to figure out what role are we going to be with each other. And once you decide that, stick to it. Don't try to flip it. Like if you're a woman that likes to take control and you're with a man that is a little bit on the submissive side, fine. But if that man decides he wants to put his pants on and start running shit, guess what's going to happen in marriage? It's going to start dipping because the friction is going to be in there because, you know, the woman's used to being in charge.
Right.
So you can't have those.
How you finish. Yep.
Correct. So that's usually what happens with marriages not going well, because what happens is, especially like in the relationship before they get married, you're becoming what you assume your partner wants. And then when you get married, you decide that you want to be your full self. And now you just basically means that you guys tricked each other. Why y'all tricking each other now? What's going on here? See this in case in point. This guy probably didn't do none of this cross-dressing shit.
This guy probably didn't do none of this stuff.
Somewhere in their relationship, he decided to feel comfortable enough to be himself again. And that got a
fool, yo. As he said, this guy didn't do none of this. Hey, where'd this come from?
He wasn't doing that shit in the beginning. Definitely not.
Oh my God.
My man just got into that fucking hobby. Now their fucking marriage is the problem. And Leslie's saying, look at that, slavery. I've never seen a slave. I've never seen a slave.
That's egregious to say a slavery, bro.
I would never think in my mind that a slave can go, Master, I've had enough of this shit. I'm just going to go ahead and divorce you and leave. Right. And while I'm leaving, I'm going to take half your shit with me.
I think she's coming from a place of bitterness. She's tried to take that path
because her father told her wrong,
and I think that's a lie. What man gonna tell you?
My dad told me it's
not
like,
to be a wife.
Just so you
be
know,
a hoe running the streets.
Let's just all remember that just because our parents are our parents doesn't mean that everything they say is correct.
I honestly,
that's why me as a parent, I never tell my kid like, this is how you need to do it. I always tell my kid, use your mind, understand the knowledge that you're given, and make sound decisions based on the information you have. Be your own person, be strong, and stand for what you believe in. These are not things of me telling them to be like me or be the way I am. I'm telling them to be their own person and use their brain. And I help them see things
around the decision.
But see, some parents they lead saying, "I'll do things this way. You're gonna do it exactly the same way." Well, guess what? Isn't our goal to make our kids better than us? In order to do that, we have to admit that we're not perfect. We have to admit that we are wrong sometimes. So we want our kids to surpass us. That's what I want.
Who is a parent that you think could tell their child to do it this way?
Her dad, Leslie's dad. He's one of those parents. That's why he's got her fucked up in the head thinking that marriage is slavery.
I think she's lying about that. I think she's lying about that. She's lying
on her dad?
Yeah, she's lying. Because I can't envision a man telling their daughter, don't be a wife. I just, in my mind, I can't see that. I can't think of any instance.
I can think that maybe her dad wanted a son and treated her like his son, and now she's fucking stuck in her.
He almost had one. Shit. But that's wrong.
You think she looks like a dude? I don't think she looks like a dude.
She looked like Kevin Dotson.
Come on, man. You know what's funny is I feel bad because I always thought Leslie Jones was on the other side. I didn't know that she
almost there.
I didn't know she was heterosexual. I thought she was same sex.
Hold on. Shorty look like Kevin Dotson. Yo. You know who Kevin Dotson is?
Yeah, let's see. Let the audience see who Kevin Dotson is.
Go Rams, nigga. Hold on. I'm about to show you right now.
Yeah, of course you know who he is.
Shit. This nigga look like a beast, too.
She looked like Kevin Dotson. Maybe that's who she needs to be dating. They say that the best couples look alike.
Shit. And we need to shore up the right guard position.
Damn, you can have her at right guard. Oh my God. Yo, you're so wrong, yo.
Whose house? Ram's
Leslie's
house
house.
looking ass.
Leslie's house looking ass.
Leslie's house. About to call McVeigh up.
Yo, go back again. Like switch back and forth real quick. I fucking hate you right now, yo. I'll never
He's
fucking
right,
forget
you know.
that.
You got hit the Morgan Freeman. He's right, you know.
It's like,
He out here looking like Kevin Dodson. I understand. Look, I understand that how like when life beats you down, you can get bitter, you can get angry. But to tell a generation of, let's be honest, the birth rates are down, relationships in modern society are already fucked up. It's already transactional. It's already what can I get from you? What can I extract from you? So to tell people you might as well just not even get married.
yeah.
You just snatching the last little bit of air out the balloon, dog. And pretty soon
It's just that
everybody
people will
gonna be
listen to her, though.
prostituting. It's
You
just gonna be
we can't assume that what she says is gonna be taken as gospel. And also the host kind of killed it too. Her reaction to what she said,
yeah.
let her, it's kind of like it's the rebuttal without saying nothing. And then Leslie says she's crazy because she's seeing her reactions. You're crazy. It's like, it ain't crazy. You the one saying.
Let me show you one more thing too. Yeah, I want to show you one more thing just to give some context.
Yeah, the interviewer is letting us know that she disagrees with Leslie.
Because I really can't see a father saying, as a father, I don't think I would ever tell my daughter.
But she said, my father didn't raise me that way, she said. So you think that her and her dad had a conversation after that interview? He said, why are you lying on me?
Man, I just don't. I think it's cap. I think it's somebody who's been beaten down by life.
And she's bitter.
And you bitter. You bitter. You've been trying to get motherfuckers to play.
Yeah, it's just like this, like you say, I don't want none of your damn tacos.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you won't get them. Like, or like when a dude asks a girl for a number, she's like, fuck no. It's like, I didn't want your number nowhere. You ugly as shit.
Right. Why you shoot your shot then? And they call men, when men do this, they call them incels.
Yeah.
You just angry because won't nobody clap. So every time, nobody let you crack.
She's exhibiting
so
that behavior.
Now it's like, I don't want no coochie no way.
Yeah, that's
I don't want none of that dirty coochie no way.
I don't want to get married anyway. I don't want kids. My daddy told me never to get married.
My mama told me these hoes ain't shit.
But her stand-up is always talking about how guys don't want her and shit.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, yo. That's Kevin Dodson, yo. Hold on, people.
Understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful. I'm rich. I can fight. I get that. I will say it. I love men. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. But I don't love a stupid man. If that's you can't Dodson be right with there. My peace, you can be with the door. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're in your masculine area. Well, why don't you get in yours? I'm sick of men telling me, oh, well, you know, you hardcore. Yes, I am. I am. Can you handle it? Oh, well, yeah. What you bringing to the table? I am the table.
There it is.
That's a bitter person, yeah.
But there it is. It's like there's no space. She gives no space for anyone to breathe. She's taking all the air. She says, where you bring into the table, she said, I am the table. Even King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table, did not say some shit like that. He didn't say I am the table. He did. You know what he did? He took a rectangular table where the two heads sit at the heads of the table and made it round and called themselves Knights of the Round Table because all of us have equal voice at this table. Leslie said, she took it a step further, said, no, fuck that. I am the table. You have to bring something to me.
Leslie.
Oh, this is Leslie. Yeah.
You bring your dick to the gates of my city. Yeah. I think you feel Persian. Yeah, man. I think that's a bitter person. That type of person need therapy because I think on the inside she want love. And I'm a comedian. I hear the jokes coming out of the comedian world.
Now that was hilarious though. It was, but also, yeah, everything she said in there was hilarious, but that also showed the underlying problem of why she doesn't have anyone.
Yeah, she real masculine. Don't nobody want to come home. Imagine you just work 10 hours. You come home. Oh, you got motherfucking King Kong grilling you. And you come
over here, suck my titty.
Here I come, honey.
It's hard to feel attraction to that type of aggression.
Yeah, because everybody got to be a little soft. Even we got to be a little bit soft in our relationship.
It feels like we have to have finesse for us to get there. But the fact is, she's like living in the Stone Age.
Like trying to get a spark with two rocks.
She is the rocks.
Jabroni. One thing that scared me though, if you
How
heard,
you gonna make fire? I am the fire.
Wow, that's broad. The thing that got me
go
scared
to the kitchen
is,
and make me a sandwich. I am the kitchen.
you couldn't talk to her. Imagine trying to have you come home, tell her you got fired. Oh my God, that's a nigga rather probably kill himself. But the thing that scared me the most, Ed, is the applause that you heard. Like, that's why I'm saying what she's saying is
Lemmings, though. Our audiences are like that. That's how audiences is. Just because you're there, you're in the moment, you applaud, and then you're on your way home. It's like, hey, I don't think she said some shit that was right.
Yeah, and they probably put the applause sign.
Women were the ones applauding to that.
That's it. That's it. I don't want my baby girl to hear that. I'll be like, baby, go clean your room.
The table, yo.
I am the room.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying?
How can you respond?
How can you respond to that? Yo, exactly. You can't have a conversation with that.
And did you see?
Baby, I want to talk to you. I am the conversation. Are you serious? Then there's nothing I have to say then.
And because you try to be accommodating to somebody's feelings, but when someone is delusional, that's delusion. If you ask me,
that is 100% delusion.
It's
like in Wedding Crashers in the very beginning of the movie when the lady said, "Oh, you shut your mouth when you're talking to me."
How, man?
That's exactly what Leslie just did. I am the table.
That's tough. So I pray Les get some it's somebody for everybody. If Gabby Sidibe can get a husband, you know what that is. That's precious. Then K Dot right here could.
Well, you know why she can get a man? Because she's awesome, kind, and she can cook her ass off.
I know that's right. Yeah. You know Gabby cooking, boy. She got that Carrie Hillard's arm.
And Leslie is neither of those three traits.
Yeah, and I mean,
she might be awesome though. She might be awesome, but she's not kind.
She might be kind. It's just she's beaten down from past experience.
That's not what she's portraying. She's not portraying.
Sometimes you gotta get under that. I think if you get Les at home and you crack it right, she'll cook you some.
Oh yeah. You clack them cheeks right. She going the feminism.
Because nobody been in them cheeks back. You pull her panties off.
You just gotta make her go. And remind her real quick, because ever since then she's been grunting. Someone needs to make her go.
Tone that bass down a little bit.
Yeah, she got too much bass.
You lay her on her back. You pull them panties off. Probably a nigga walk out with a lantern. What are you doing here?
At this point, only thing taming Leslie is sodomy.
That's insanity, bro. So shout out to Leslie Jones.
Holy shit.
She
is the table. I'm never gonna forget that. I am the table. I said, baby, won't you make me a sandwich? I am the sandwich.
Mayonnaise. I am the mayonnaise. Oh shit. Okay. All right, Ed, let's get into a little let's bring up this next topic, man. It's something that you wanted to discuss, man. You're gonna enlighten me on something, man.
Leslie's gonna kill us, isn't she? We better not get famous, yo.
With me, I know it's over for me.
We're gonna get famous as a rat.
This is your podcast.
Yo, we're gonna come back to the show next week, and Sean's gonna look like Martin from that episode when he fought Tommy Hitman Hearns.
Lumped all the way up.
And then I'm like, what happened, Sean? He's like, I met the table.
D-Bomb, get the table. The Dudley boys, nigga. I ain't fucking with you.
He's
Ed.
like, but after that, it was actually quite nice.
She was nice after that. After she diamond
gave her the dick.
Boy, Leslie, boy, I just hit it. I mean, Leslie not bad looking, y'all. To keep it 100, Leslie not bad looking. It's just
She's not. That's what I'm
uber
saying.
masculine.
No. I think it's her personality that creates a different visual.
Yeah,
She got to present herself differently.
You go to sleep with that. She got on makeup. You bring her home from the club. You go to sleep like that. You wake up at 7 a.m.
and then you get
Kevin
that.
I knew you were gonna do that. You understood.
Pass protect mask, nigga.
It's like, this is what you see after you sober up. Goddamn beer goggles.
Oh my God, yo, not Kevin Dawson. All right, Joe, let's move on before we get a copyright strike. Yo. All right, Ed, I want you to enlighten the club. Lord have mercy. Take us down on what's going on around this situation.
I can't even focus, bro. All right, let's get into it.
This is Invincible, guys. Ed gonna put
Damn
us
it, Leslie. What did you do to us, yo?
That's her fault.
Why you gotta say the things that you said? Yo, PK. So this is all based off the comic. Robert Kirkman, also same creator of The Walking Dead. This here is a compendium, which is basically all of the issues of the comics into one giant book. It's a really good read, and illustration wise is really nice. But this is also known to be a very graphic, dark comic. You know, it's very graphic as far as violence and gore. And if you watch The Walking Dead, you kind of already know that's kind of the world that you're in there with the gore. Walking Dead is no different. It brings a lot of gore and a lot of gory deaths. And the Invincible comic does the same thing, and it's been adapted on Amazon, executive produced by Seth Rogen, so he's part of the project as well. But I wanted to show a clip. I didn't even put it. Let me bring it into the joint so we can get an idea. So apparently, one of the enemies, like it's kind of like a tick, kind of like on Superman. What if the Kryptonians weren't coming, didn't send Superman to be the savior of Earth, but the conqueror of Earth? You know, it's always been an arching theme that kind of goes to, and they made a movie Brightburn about an evil Superman type character. Well, Nolan Grayson is basically Omni-Man, who is a version of Superman. And there's a series called The Boys where they also play into that as well, with Homelander being that type of character. Well, Omni-Man is the character in this, and it starts off seeing Omni-Man taking that role, like he is the Superman and he is the hero, but then underneath of that, there is a mission that's unknown to the world, right? And he reveals it right early on. What happens is he has a family, and he has a son by the name of Mark. Now, he expected, usually in the Viltrumite culture, the kids develop their powers at puberty. Mark did not. So because he's half human, that could have pertained to why it took him longer to develop the power. So right before his 18th birthday, that's when his powers kicked in. And in this moment, you see Nolan go from just happy-go-lucky Superman, Clark Kent type character sitting at the table with his family to Mark confessing, hey, I got my powers. Then he completely shifted. All of a sudden, the night after that happened, he kills the Guardians of the Globe, which is like the other version of like the Justice League or the Avengers. He literally murders them, okay, and murders them because that's the only team that could probably stop what's going on. So he calls them all to their headquarters and kills them.
On some Prince of Egypt Pharaoh shit. Okay,
dude, it's crazy. You gotta see episode 1 Invincible. You'll see how gruesome it is. And then he murders them. And then at that point, then he's starting to go into his mission, training Mark to be a better fighter, blah. And then at one point, it's time to subdue Earth. So he tries to convince Mark, but Mark, being growing up as a human and the love of his mom is usually key to this, him being pure and he went against his father and he fought. His father literally killed thousands of people. At one point, there was a scene where he held Mark's head in front of a subway train and pushed it. The subway train came through, and Mark went through every single and just exploded people through his body. I'm talking about people exploding like body parts, and then just crazy traumatic shit. Then he beats Mark to a pulp. And then
the train wasn't enough. He still had to beat his ass.
Yeah. So he beat him to a pulp, and then at that point, Mark's all destroyed and shit. And then he tells Mark, like, why do you care about these humans? Because we live thousands of years. They're gonna be, everyone you know is gonna be long gone. And when they're all gone, who you gonna have? And then Mark says, I'd still have you. When he said that, it triggered a memory of Nolan when Mark was a kid playing baseball. And him remembering how he was cheering for him and stuff. So then he starts crying, leaves Earth. I'm getting too far into it. Anyways, Mark is the good guy. All right. Okay. So later on, the Viltrumites then come back and they send this guy by the name of Conquest. Conquest is like probably the most feared Viltrumite. And instead of Kryptonians, they're called Viltrumites. They're from a planet called Viltrum.
No,
they're
Pakistanis. They're from a country called Pakistan.
Yeah,
we know.
So let's go ahead and show the clip first. So he fights
from a country called Asia.
Fights a character. Let me just show you who Conquest, who's voiced by the same person. The person that voices Mark Grayson is Stephen Yen, who also voices Glenn who also plays Glenn in The Walking Dead. And the guy that voices Conquest, which is Conquest right here, is the same guy that plays Negan in The Walking Dead. If you know who Negan is. Negan, the person that killed Glenn with the spiked baseball bat with he's the voice of him.
I like how his head pops out the frame of the image a little bit there. That's
It's the illustration to this is pretty amazing. Anyways, that's Conquest here. Now let's show the clip. Let me pull the clip up.
Okay.
And it's the reason why this has been going viral is because this clip is just a piece of it. I didn't show the full goriness, but because it's super gory, and I'll explain to you after the clip like how gory it is. All right, so I just wanted to introduce the clip. So the clip, obviously, I altered it and just put some instrumental behind it, so that way we're not putting the audio in the video. So for copyright reasons, I am going to include some of the audio to like give it oomph. But it's a cool little edit that I did. It's a 2-minute clip of the fights, not the entire fight, just a clip of the fight where it gets to the climactic point where it gets really gory, and it's going to cut off before the gore, but I'm going to show the picture from the comic, the end result of that fight, which is just imagine, and then you'll see. All right, go ahead and play it.
Okay, here we go. He beat the shit out of his body.
If you see, he's got his hands on his neck. What happened in that point is they already had fought, so he thought he had killed him. But when he seen him alive, he told him, "You're never gonna breathe again." And he had his hand on his throat, choked him.
So the good guy,
it's Mark, and
the nigga in the Jamaican bobsled outfit.
Yeah, in the blue and yellow suit is Mark. So he's just choking him while, and all Conquest is doing is trying to beat him to get his hands off his throat. But Mark's not letting go. He's determined to choke him to death. You like how I added those hit points?
He's choking the virginity out of it. That nigga must do all crunches.
Real hard to get him off. He's not letting go. He told him he's never gonna breathe. He grabbed him by the throat and said, "You're never gonna breathe again." He's not letting go.
Look, where they at? They fucking up Nevada.
They're on a different planet. This is not Earth.
That's how Ryan Garcia felt when Tank Davis punched him in the liver. He's taking a lot of blows.
Nigga started turning purple.
So he not breathing this whole time.
Yeah, right now he's choking him. Yep. But yeah, Viltrums are strong. They can take a lot of punishment. That's why it's taking so long.
His eyes red now, blood. Ah! He had to look at his shit like
he just spit the thumb out.
oh. He bleeding from his nose.
That's it.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Now the way this continues, he comes down. He pulls his hand out of his.
Now
abdomen.
I'm interested. Now, nigga.
He pulls his hand out of his abdomen and proceeds to pull his freaking intestines out of his body while
The
he's
good
still
guy.
choking him. No, Conquest is pulling it out of Mark's stomach because you saw he punched him right through his body. He starts to rip his things out because he's at the point of almost death now. So he's in desperation mode, just pulling his intestines out, trying to get him to stop. But Mark just kept pressing in pain, and you just hear him going,
he locked in though.
Locked in. It just squeezed harder while his intestines are being pulled out of his body. And finally, when he finally dies, this is going to be the end scene that happens.
So who wins this fight? I guess
Mark killed him. He killed
Conquest.
He killed Conquest. And then this is what so then finally when Nolan, his dad, and his brother get to him, this is the scene that they get to.
Yikes.
See that his intestines are all over him and he's just dead. You see right there, that's Nolan is with the cape, that's Omni-Man, and his son Oliver.
So what's in those text bubbles?
Oh, and those text bubbles is Mark just like huffing. He's like, and then at the end it says, help. So Mark's still alive right now.
Does he survive?
Yeah, he's alive. Huh?
Does he survive?
You want me to just tell you?
Yes, nigga. I'm not about to read it.
All right. He survives. I'll show you how he survives. So what happens is when he gets there, he ends up covering his
Northwest Hospital.
Nah. Omni-Man covers his body. Let me
He
see.
got medicated.
He covers his body with his cape. And he puts his intestines back in his body and then covers them with the cape.
I gotta help Bubba.
And Viltrumites have a really strong healing factor. Right there. His cape is surrounding him. And he's he goes into a coma, but he's alive. So him and his son Oliver and him, they stay on this planet for 9 months. And
healing.
it took, I think about, of those 9 months, it took 6 months before he woke up. And they just kept feeding him. They were eating and then feeding him over that time. And while his Viltrumite powers were healing him, and it took him 9 months to heal from that.
God damn, he was born again essentially.
Yeah. He when after that happens, he has a beard. He has facial hair.
His
hair
looking at his nigga.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, in the show, I can't wait to see how the show depicts that because they really made that more gory because it shows, in the comics, it's just still images I'm telling you, if you go watch it, he's ripping his guts out of him, bro. It was even in an animated joint, it was hard to watch it. Everybody was just still talking about how gory it was. I mean, it was insane. He just ripping intestines, and Mark wouldn't let go. He just kept squeezing him because he threatened his girl and his mom, saying he was can't wait to go kill them and shit. So he was like, I ain't gonna that's why he didn't let go. He told him, you're never gonna breathe again. Yeah, there was a shot. Like what happens is in that fight, they were fighting in space, and the Viltrumites, they can hold their breath for a long time, but Oliver, being so young, he was running out of air. So his dad sent him to that planet to go breathe. He said, go to that planet to breathe. Conquest saw that and wanted to go kill him just to make Mark suffer. Right. So then Mark chased him behind him. And there's a shot where it appears him behind Oliver. He was so fast, Oliver didn't even know he's behind him. And he's about to just slice his head off. Like he was like this, about to karate chop his head off. And then in that moment, Mark boom, hits him, and that's when he grabs him by the throat and says, you're never gonna breathe again. Because he had made this vow that he wasn't gonna kill, but his family almost got killed one time, and because of that, he says, if anyone ever threatens my family, I'm killing them.
That's the only time I'm turning up.
Yep. And that's why he told him, you're never breathing again. That's why he said he was prepared to die. He says, I'll die, but if I kill you, I'm satisfied.
He was on some Izzy Asanya shit.
Yo,
I'm prepared to die.
I'm prepared to die.
Lose. Remember Izzy said that?
Told him. Yeah. It was like, he said, you'll never breathe again. He said,
breathe again.
Yo, you gotta see. If you haven't seen that episode, you should see it, yo, for real. But yeah, that show Invincible is crazy. It's like one of the craziest animated features I've ever seen.
It looked pretty cool, man. I might have to check it out. Invincible. Nigga wasn't invincible, but he did stand on business.
That's kind of like the stick to the whole show because it's him becoming invincible. He's getting this kid. You gotta give it to him. He's getting his ass kicked all the time.
It looked like it.
And in this point, you saw there was a difference there because while the dude's doing that to him, he never let go of his neck. It shows that he's resilient and he's tough as nails, man. That dude would not let go until that dude stopped breathing.
He was gray in the face by the time he was done with his ass. All right,
no doubt. Breathing again. Never. Speaking of not breathing again,
thanks for sharing that with us. Hey, you know I don't really be watching anime, but that was pretty cool, yo. All right, guys. We are speaking of never breathing again. That's a crazy transition. We alive, nigga. All right, guys.
Now you'll see. There's a transition. You'll see.
Okay. No, I know what you're saying. I know what you. I hope Shorty breathe again.
Yeah, she's breathing again. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Yo tienes que hora. I don't know if I know. That's not how you say you know what time it is.
Tú sabes que hora es.
Tú sabes que hora es. Hey, I'm getting better. Yo, pretty soon I'll be able to go to the Spanish supermarket. Guys, we made it to the back end of the show. You already know what time it is. Put your hands together. Clap your feet if you ain't got no arms. For our favorite part of the show, it's Poppy's Sports Talk. Pause on the mouth wide open. Edwin, there was a big fight from last week's MMA. What was the name of that fight? UFC what? Netflix? MMA Live? What was it called?
This isn't the Netflix. This was the actual UFC event.
UFC
this is a UFC fight night.
UFC fight night where we had Grasso versus Barber. It didn't end the way it should have ended, or the way who lost, Barber or Grasso?
Macy Barber's the one that's got the her neck cranked right there.
She wide open too, boy. She got her hands up on the hands up, don't shoot.
Nah, but she was on a 7-fight win streak. She was on a win streak. So this was one of those things. Alexa Grasso, she's one of the fighters that beat Valentina Shevchenko.
Is that the lady that was busting down last episode?
Yeah, we was talking last episode.
I know you searched it up too.
They're on a trilogy fight, so they're on their way for the third fight because Alexa won the first one, and then their second fight was a draw.
Okay. So anyway, this was a fight from last week. Before we get into the breaking down of the fight, let's just take a look at the result, which didn't end too well for my baby girl Grasso. Grasso lost, right?
No, it didn't end well for Macy Barber.
I am the barber of Seville. Figaro.
Don't she have a clip?
Yeah, I'm about to play right now.
Clean 1-2 from Grasso. Found the target. Unbelievable.
You see how fast that was?
Whoa. Can you believe that? To go to the choke like.
Sheesh.
Now, just to give more context, after that moment there, she completely went out for a second. It looked like it was a picture where everybody was worried because her eyes were just open and she was just what happened in that moment. Alexa caught her and knocked her out. That punch and dropped her to her knees, right? And when she dropped, she was out. And then when she landed, you see that she's coming to, like her conscience was resuming. And then in that moment, Alexa cracks her again from behind. Pow! Then you see her lights go out again. So she knocked her out a second time. And while she was out, she immediately went for the rear naked choke. And you saw how quickly she put it. In that moment, the ref was already coming in to wave the fight off because she was KO'd. But Alexa was moving. She was moving so fast. It shows you how fast twitch she was in that moment. She was like not being denied victory. She saw the neck, she went for it. So it was just her fighting instinct. Boom, she KO'd her, grabbed her in the rear naked, and actually applied the choke. But before the ref got there, so she had that choke in for a good 3 seconds. You got to think about it. that she got KO'd twice. So that means that in that moment she was already in La La Land, and then she got asphyxiated for 3 seconds. So that's why she came back too while being choked out. That's the crazy part. Her getting choked out, she comes back to consciousness, and then she gets released. In that moment, it's like that euphoric movement. That's why she's grabbing the ref's legs, because she was in a state of euphoria. Like she's like, ugh, like what happened? She even said later she was okay. She did an Instagram post that she really didn't remember any of that sequence from that point.
Of course, your brain cut off. It's like
Yeah,
your neural pathways ain't working.
Exactly. So she grabbed him, and then after she let go, then she just went into like this rest mode. She just like with her eyes. So everybody was worried because they saw her like that, but she was breathing. It was just because she got asphyxiated for a second. So her brain like shut. It's like your brain shuts you down so it could breathe again.
Reboot.
So she definitely was shutting down, and she was rebooting right there on the ground on the mat. And the cool thing was the sportsmanship between them two. After that happened, immediately Alexa went to her knees next to her and waited. Didn't get up until Macy got up and still was down. Not until Macy recognized that she was there worried, she went and said, "Come here," and they embraced. It was just a good sportsmanship moment, because you can see that there was no animosity to them, and they're just professionals, and they hugged it out, and Alexa apologized to her. She's like, "Don't be that was a great finish."
I just saw on Instagram it said rivals, not enemies. So she understands we beef. This is a fight. We got to kick each other's ass, but I don't hate.
But there's a lot of respect between the two of them, and it was just cool to see Alexa like show, because remember we just talked another time about a brutal KO and the person are celebrating, but understanding that, hey, look, they are athletes. This is a profession. And in the end, inside the ring is one thing, outside the ring is another. And it was just good to see Alexa showing that sportsmanship inside the ring and showing concern for Macy's health and make sure she's okay. Because look, that was a pretty brutal finish, because she KO'd her twice. But remember, they're in fight mode. So she's not thinking about, is she finished?
With her left.
It's the ref's job. To me, I think the chokehold should have never happened, because the ref should have seen when she dropped.
It was so quick though, Ed.
It was quick, dude. In fast.
Can we watch that one more time just for the speed?
Super fast. But I mean, I'm not gonna say the ref should have got that soon. Foul, KO. She's awake. KO, and then boom. I mean, damn, I can't even.
He ran over
fast enough. Yeah, you can't even describe fast enough, because they showed it in a slow mo. In the replay, and you can see where her eyes go out. So she went down, her eyes go out, and then you see her come back too. But when you come back from being KO'd, I've been knocked out a couple times in my lifetime, but not from fighting. One time was from a ladder, hit me in my face and knocked me out. Anyways, that's a whole nother story.
To clear that up. He's like, not from fighting, nigga.
And I also took a headbutt to my head playing basketball. That KOs don't happen like people think. You're not always asleep. You just like I was out on my feet basically, where I was just like
twilight.
Yeah. So it's like I just saw disorientation, and I was like a white light, and then it just came back to consciousness. And it happened like we're talking about. You can get knocked out and be knocked out for like a second and a half. Yes. That's still a knockout. That's really what happened to her. You saw and then she gets hit again. Then you see her head fall again. And in that moment, she grabbed her in the chokehold.
Let me try to find. It was another fight.
So
I was watching.
She got knocked out twice and then choked for 3 seconds. So she got the brunt of all of that.
It was another UFC fight I was watching. It was 2 guys fighting, and the dude put the guy in a choke, and his arm fell, and then the ref ran over and called it, but the guy hot right back up. Like I wasn't asleep. I can't.
He was KO'd, but it's just when the oxygen went back to his brain, he can't regain consciousness. That's how quickly it is. Most of the time, getting KO'd, it's the ones where you get what's called brain trauma. You know what I'm saying? When you get like a massive like concussion where you're actually asleep for a while. Those are the ones, and usually those come from like really hard blows, and you see someone's really out. But some KOs just are instant. It's like boom, you're out, and then you're back, and within this next second, you're back into consciousness. It just happens quick, and that's what happened to Macy. She got KO'd, fell, back to consciousness, but she's you're woozy, and then she got KO'd again, and then choked out. You saw her conscious come back, but then she's getting asphyxiated, and then the ref stops it, and then now she's all in La La Land grabbing, and then her body just shut down because a lot happened. There was a lot of trauma happened to her body at that point, so her body just shut her down. She just went down. She was like, It was crazy. That was the most craziest shit. And it's scary for people to see that when you're not used to seeing something like that happen. It's like, yo, did she die? People thought she was dead and she was gonna die. It was crazy.
Is she dead? It's a crazy question. Is she dead?
But just goes to show that she took harder blows than the girl in that boxing match.
Oh, yo, the way her chin rocked, the way
it just kind of shows you the body's an interesting thing, you know. Some people like somebody can die from falling from 4 feet and someone can live from falling from 20. And you're like, how does that happen? It's a weird occurrence the way the human body works, yo.
It is, yo.
And that girl had to go in a coma.
But this is it made me think about exactly this type of situation when somebody put somebody to sleep. Shoot. It was this was 5 years ago though. We got music on it, but I just want to show you this real quick because I think it's a perfect example of what you was talking about, how somebody could think they okay, but if he was to let that fight continue, I think old boy would have died. Maybe it's very important that the refs hop in and stop some of these fights.
Yeah, the refs are trained to see. They can see your eyes. If your eyes roll back in the head, they stop in the fight. They don't care what happens after.
I don't think he was out.
You was out, and that's it.
Right, exactly. And the guy, I don't even think he was fighting the referee or disputing the referee stopping this fight because I think he walked up to the ref like, yeah, good call. Because the fighter gonna say, no, I was good. He gonna fight. He gonna say that to the end of the road.
Understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me.
Oh man, she got KO'd. Is that what happened?
I am the fight.
I am the gloves.
Hey, yo, I'm not fucking with it. Hold on, yo. That's crazy, yo. I don't think it downloaded. Did it download? Oh, it's still downloaded. Okay, there it is. I am the glove.
Yo, we can circle back. We'll talk about Kirk Cousins.
No, here we go.
Oh, yeah. I know about this fight.
So, look, here we go. Watch his arm just drop.
He's got a bulldog choke. Yep, and that's tight. Oh, he's going out. He's out.
You see how he just hopped right back up? See, he was like, yeah, Herb, it is what it is.
Oh, I actually know this fight.
I'm taking it off. Yeah.
He wasn't mad, but he knew that he fucked up. What happened was in that moment, he was trying to relax his arm so he can position. But you can't do stuff like that and then expect not the ref to react to it. Because we see your hand drop. Everybody thought you were out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It looked like
in
he
that
died.
moment, yeah, he was good from the beginning. But he explained that too. And he said it was his fault. So he took 100% responsibility for that because he realized in that moment what it looked like. But in the moment, you're like, oh, okay, because he had his hand like this. So he dropped his hand because he was in a choke to relieve pressure. And he dropped it. Then you could see where he's trying to reposition. But all you see from the other angle is your hand drop.
That dead arm. Yeah.
And, hey, the ref's job is to protect you. So he immediately stopped it, but he wasn't out yet. Now, what would he have gotten out? I think he still would have went out. So
yeah, he was
I
going to
think
get choked
that
out.
regardless, he wasn't getting out of that choke. So the cool thing is that Robbie took it like a sportsman, and he was like, you know what? I fucked up. Although I wasn't out yet, probably I would have been out. So he even said that. He was like, I wasn't sure I was going to get out of that anyway, but I was still trying. But the point of the matter is his arm dropped, and it looked like he was out.
It looked like he died, really. So it is.
Yeah. All right. That situation sparked a huge debate for a long time, by the way.
I thought it was recent, but
Herb Dean, that was years ago. Herb Dean caught a lot of flack for that, and Robbie Lawler stuck up for him.
That's what's
up.
Was
really good.
He a good ref. All right, moving on. You already know what it is. You know we can't stay away from football too long. That's all we know, Nate. One of the major free agent signings so far in this season, the draft hasn't even taken place yet, but the Raiders have appeared to lock up their heir apparent to good old Gino. Kirk Cousins, he did it again. Good old Gino. Everywhere Kirk go, he get the bag, yo. And I don't even think Kirk Cousins is worth it, but On the surface, this what it is. I'll let Ed dig into the details a little bit here in a second. But on the surface, Kirk Cousins has signed a 5-year, 172 million. Curtis Cousins, Kirk Cochains, 5 years, $172 million contract with the Las Vegas Raiders. Ed, is Kirk Cousins worth the money, or is his
and that's a $35 million per year value of the contract. But let's break the contract down. He's probably the greatest player to negotiate contracts of all time. This dude just keeps getting big contracts, and essentially, I don't think he was even he's brought in kind of like an insurance / mentorship for Mendoza, who they're more than likely going to draft number 1 overall. But his contract essentially is a 1 year, $20 million fully guaranteed, with an additional 2-year club option. So the club has an option to carry it past. So they could, after 1 year, they could renegotiate or whatnot, or void out the year. So he's got $20 million 1 year guaranteed, right? So that includes the fact that he got a $10 million signing bonus. He still owed $8.5 million from the Falcons. So he's got money coming his way. Essentially, I think the cap hit for that is only going to be, I think, $8.7 million. So it's a cap-friendly deal. It's and also has a club option attached to it. So that means that even though the whole value of the contract is 172, that doesn't mean he's getting 172 million. It just means that if
everything goes through,
like if Mendoza doesn't work out, they can force this contract to be the full 5-year contract, so they can lock him in. So
how
this
old is Kirk Cousins, Joe?
Kirk Cousins probably
like
in his early 30s, if I'm not mistaken. He's in early. He's RG3. He can't be more than a year or two older or younger than RG3. And RG3 was 34.
Kirk Cousins is 37 years old.
37. There you go. So yeah, he's in his late 30s. So quarterbacks can get up to 40 now. You got Joe Flacco still slinging that thing around. So
I wouldn't say slinging it, but I hear you. That's for sure. Certainly.
But the thing is, he's got himself a contract that can extend him to 5 years with 35 per year value. That's a pretty solid value. And if you
it's great on Kirk. I ain't mad at him for that.
Because this is his 4th contract that he got. He played on the franchise tag 2 years
with Washington.
Yep. And then he left to
he started off in Minnesota, right?
No, he went to Minnesota.
Okay.
Washington traded him on his 3rd. Okay. He was about to get a 3rd. He was about to get a 3rd year on the franchise tag, and then he got traded.
So
the Commanders franchise tagged him 2 years in a row. So he got top quarterback market value for those 2 years. That right there in itself is a win for Kirk. Then he goes to the Vikings and earns himself a large contract there twice. Remember, they signed him and then they extended him again. So he got 2 nice contracts. And then after that, he goes to the Falcons, gets another large contract. So 2 franchise tag year was automatically pays you the top value of the quarterback of that time. And then you got 3 more contracts that he got. And this is his 4th.
Big money, Kirk.
4th big money contract. So only other quarterback that did that was Tom Brady.
So my question to this look a little shady, yo, because Kyler Murray is getting peanuts out in Minnesota now. Why the fluck does Kirk command so much money, yo?
And it's negotiation, man.
Like you said, the system, like we said about the system.
I see where
the system going. Is the system, but it's corruption in the system. Yeah. You don't think that Kyler Murray's agent isn't going in there and asking for big money too? At the end of the day, it has to be accepted by somebody.
Where's Kyler Murray?
He went to Minnesota. Right. Tua playing for $1.1 million. Now Tua is trash.
Right, hold up. So who's the quarterback in Minnesota other than Kyler Murray?
J.J. McCarthy, who's still on a rookie deal after 1,000 concussions.
Yeah, he's on a rookie deal. So it's up to Kyler Murray's agent to get more. But the problem is always looking at it how it looks from a standpoint of what does Kirk Cousins have over everyone else? He keeps putting up
1 year, $1.3 million league minimum.
Kirk Cousins or no?
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. I don't know why he would agree to that.
It's because nobody else is willing to pay him.
You got to agree to a contract. So that's a 1 year prove it deal, right?
Yes, I'm circling back to
Isn't
Lamar.
He coming off injury as well?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I think he was. No, I think they shut him down. I don't think he was injured. I think they shut him down.
Yeah, they shut him down because of injury to protect him from getting further injury.
To protect his trade value. Let's keep it real. So I seen the same thing happen with Lamar, with that collusion shit with Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to. Nobody, when they let the Ravens let him go shop around, they was like, "Well, we not paying Lamar. We not paying."
Crazy.
Lamar.
It is crazy to me for him to get the league minimum though. That is atrocious.
So who better, Kyler Murray? Who would you rather have, Kyler Murray or Kirk Cousins?
I'd go with Kyler. He's the younger and he's got the arm.
So that's what I'm saying. It's looking a little bit Jim Crow-ish out here in the NFL, is what I'm trying to say.
It can be, but I mean, if you think about it, there's other quarterbacks around that doesn't get with Kirk Cousins, like white or black or race loud. So he's definitely an outlier in the situation. But the fact is, he keeps doing it.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, who is Kirk Cousins fucking in the NFL?
He's got the best agent, and also
that's what it has to be, yo.
He has to be part of the process because it continues to happen. Now, essentially, like I said, this is a team-friendly deal, though, if you think about it. Just the fact that the club has the option to extend it past a year. So it's essentially a 1 year, $20 million contract.
But Kyler got 1 year,
fully guaranteed.
$1.3 million.
Fully guaranteed. He's also the only quarterback to have 4 straight fully guaranteed contracts.
Kirk knows somebody in the NFL, is what I think it is. He knows somebody. He knows somebody that knows somebody and knows something about it. He plugged in. So I don't think Kirk Cousins is worth the money, but obviously he provides something other than play, though. Like you said.
I think he is. I think he is from the standpoint of like, you gotta look at it like he's getting below quarterback market value. So he's not getting top quarterback money. He's not
a top quarterback.
He's not. So to say he's not worth it, it's like, now if that contract was $60 million, then we would say he's not worth the money. But $35 million annual value at $20 million for that first year is wide receivers are making more than that.
I don't think he's worth $20 million. Kirk Cousins not worth $20 million because Tua's going to Atlanta for 1.3. Kyler's going.
Well, you're comparing it to them, but they're the ones getting underpaid, not him overpaid. The thing is, he's not getting overpaid; they're getting underpaid.
No, I think
so that doesn't automatically mean overpaid. That just means that they should be getting contracts that's at least $20 million.
Remember, we talked about earlier. 1 time is a mistake. 2 times is a pattern. 3 times.
But remember, you know that players got to agree too, right?
But what I'm telling you is nobody else probably met or matched that deal, met or exceeded that deal. So what's the draw to go to Minnesota? You got Justin Jefferson. Okay. You got Jordan Addison. Maybe he's thinking I can get in here and take this little bit of money, reinvent myself and improve it.
I can tell you one thing. If I'm Kyler Murray and no one's really shopping him, like, because he's coming off an injury and whatnot, and he's in Vikings with the type of team that they have on offense, he's thinking this JJ McCarthy's going to flake out. And I guarantee there's probably some renegotiation clauses on that year. So like if he makes, there's got to be incentives in that. So it's probably like 1.8, but if he starts, it can turn into this. We got to always remember contracts have clauses in them. So he probably negotiates saying, I'll accept this contract, but if I start this many games, then you have to give me this. So there's got to be more stuff in that contract that gives him incentive to want to go there, because what he could do is JJ McCarthy turns out to be a bust. Kyler Murray is still in his 20s. He'll take that job.
A 37-year-old Kirk Cousins, man, you just ain't gonna get me to believe that.
But it's the Raiders, though.
He's 20. He's 28. He's 10 years younger. Yeah, the Raiders are fools. I get it.
No, the Raiders are looking at it like this. He'd be a great backup quarterback and mentor to the rookies.
That's what, yeah.
And if the rookie's not ready, then we could just plug him in and get a good season out of this team and prepare it to transition to Mendoza's team and still have, and then have the option to keep not Kyler Murray, but
I know
keep
you
Kirk
mean
Cousins beyond that 1 year because it's a club option. So they have control of this contract.
You think it would be a little bit more standoffish if Kyler's out there with Mendoza?
What, Kyler?
If Kyler
Yeah,
was
because
there,
look, Kirk Cousins is also a person who's probably going to be more willing to be okay with being a backup because he already has been in that position
with Michael
where
Penix Jr.
Kyler Murray's still looking to start. And I
Right.
think that's probably what's causing this contract to be the way it is. And Tua also, he's a little bit on the more I'm a starter type of mentality.
He on a where am I mentality. That's where Tua
But
is.
I know the Tua reason, but the Kyler Murray to me is bananas that he's got such a low contract. But Tua, I understand because this dude's got too many concussions. You don't know what you're gonna get from him. And then he just had an abysmal year where Kyler was sitting out because he was injured. So that they're just looking at it like, hey, you're coming off an injury. We have no guarantee. So having a 1 year deal, when you get paid underpaid and it's just a 1 year contract, you can go, okay, all I gotta do is do something amazing and it'll bring my market value back up.
Or decent. I don't even think he have to be amazing. I just think he have to be decent. I know it's a lot of questions around Kyler's commitment to football too, because he be playing Call of Duty all day. So Kyler was a hell of a baseball player, but Kyler is like one of the best high school football players ever, one of the best college football players ever. And he's a decent quarterback. I'm saying he 5'3", but you know, it is what it is.
Hey man, that fucking bomb that he threw to DeAndre Hopkins at the
legendary,
and that was the most legendary throw ever, yo. And he was under duress running for his life, and he just launches that joint. That shit was the most craziest thing ever.
The one Caleb Williams did too to us, to the Rams, was pretty good too. Remember
oh yeah, that was
pretty, to Cole Kmet. They still caught that.
I wasn't thinking that you was
if we lost, I wouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah.
We won, so I can talk about it with fond memories.
Yeah, because that was a moment you thought you was gonna lose.
I was punching the air.
Yeah.
I was punching that air. But all right, yeah, that's what's up, man. So final word on that. You think it's Kirk or Kirk's agent driving this crazy?
I think it's a little bit of both because Kirk's gotta agree to it. I think Kirk sets the demands that he has, and his agent does a great job representing what he wants. And that's what it comes down to. I think that Kirk has a firm hold on what he expects, and his agent has a excellent vision on how to articulate it. Whereas you see Kyler, as you can see, he's playing Call of Duty. He probably is less involved with his agent.
He's playing Call of Duty. Yeah. Here's my client here.
So it comes down to being about your business. That's why Lamar Jackson is his own agent. And that's why Lamar Jackson gets what he wants, because he doesn't have someone represented. He represents himself. Where Kirk Cousins, that's how you're supposed to use your agent. You're supposed to tell the agent, this is what I expect. This is what I want. Make it happen. And it's your agent's job to articulate for you and speak for you in the jargon that's necessary to get you what you want. And then you have to agree to it.
Legalese.
Right? Mm-hmm. But some of these players just go, whatever, do your job, get me the most money. And guess what? Those agents probably don't try as hard for them because they're not hands-on. I think that part of the reason is Kirk Cousins probably is more hands-on with his agent, probably talks to his agent on a regular of what he expects.
Right.
And I think that's the difference. And then, of course, the other difference is a little whiteness don't hurt.
Thank you, Ed. Jesus Christ. We got to put a little bit on it. Damn.
Boy. A little white. I'm going to give a little whiteness a little credit for that. Because a little
living a Jesse Lee Peterson life, nigga. Jesus Christ.
But I'm not just going to ignore all of the factors in, because I think that Lamar Jackson is proof that you can make your own brand. And he decided to go the no agent route.
Is real. That they colluded to conspire against Lamar.
Oh, sure. The ownership, they hate that he doesn't have an agent because they can't control the because these owners, they have relationships with these agents. And Lamar says, I'm not gonna go into your institution. I'm gonna control my destiny.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I fuck with Lamar. Like, because he goes in there, he says, I have an idea what I want. He has his own businesses already. He's got a clothing line, a restaurant. He's already released a book. He's got a second book on the way. This dude is making money work for him, not the other way around.
Yeah. Shout out to Lamar.
And he's doing it without an agent. So I look at like Kyler Murray and I look at Tua. What happened there? Are they involved with their agents? Do they talk to the agents on a regular basis? Are they even involved in the negotiations at all? They just get what they get, and the agent probably goes to them like, "This is what no one's really offering nothing, but this team's offering you a 1-year prove deal. I say you take it, whatever, man. Let's get it. Give me the contract." And that's probably what's going on, because to accept the 1.8 million league minimum shit, that's lame as hell.
1.3.
1.3. What is Tua getting?
1.3. They both on that 1.3.
Do you realize that there's punters and kickers making more than that?
Yes. Harrison Buckner from the Chiefs. So it's tough. All right. Well,
yeah. Well, look at Jordan Stout. He just signed. He's the highest paid punter for the Giants. He just got paid. John Harbaugh was like, "Come on over here, son." He took all of the Ravens players. Likely, Ricard, come on.
All you guys.
Come on down.
Come on up.
And then he called his brother and says, "Hey, go ahead and take Charlie Kohler. Come on down. Hey, you know what? Take Keaton Mitchell too. Come on down."
One of the Ravens tight ends retired, didn't he?
No. Charlie Kohler went to the Chargers, and Isaiah Likely went to the Giants. And Pat Ricard was technically our pseudo fourth tight end / fullback. He went to the Giants as well.
Okay. I thought one of the
we just kept Mark Andrews.
Okay,
and we signed a tight end from free agency, and we're probably going to draft another tight end in the draft. But I'm happy with that. You know why? Because everybody's tripping out. I'm like, relax. This draft is full of tight ends.
Hayden Hurst retired, but he wasn't there no more. Okay, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, Hayden Hurst started late though. He started at 25. So
in the NFL,
yeah, he was a rookie at 25 years old.
All right, man. Y'all little niggas just fucking, huh? I've been out here.
No, it's because Hayden changed sports.
What did he play? Baseball first?
Yes.
Okay, that's what it is. All right. Well, there you have it, guys. Another rendition of the world-renowned, always holding it down, Poppy's Sports Talk. And when we made it to the end of another one, dog. And guess what we did, yo? We got everything in, yo.
We got everything in. It's still under 2 hours and a half.
Under 2 hours and a half. That's crazy. We made it all the way through, man. As always, we appreciate you guys for joining us and kicking it out with us.
Why is the camera shaking, yo? What are you doing in there?
What's really going on? What are you up to, Robert? I'm shaking it myself, pressing it. Yeah. Giving people vertigo when this motherfucker watching us. Ed, you got anything to say before we disembark?
No, I think we're good. I got you got any shows coming up?
They got you at gunpoint. Nigga said, we're good.
Okay. Help.
Thank you for watching the show. He got you under. You blinking for help. I got a show tonight in Delaware at the Dream Big venue, but by the time this play, it'll be too late.
Where's that at? What part of Delaware?
Delmar. I don't know what the fuck. Let me see. I could probably find the flyer real quick.
I had to ask.
Don't worry about it. It's pointless to pull it up. My dude Mert Wolf is
it's never pointless. No, I thought you had the flyer on hand. He's like, let me find the flyer.
Oh, no,
Another 20 minutes to find the flyer.
You know it'll take forever for me to find the flyer. I'm not on the flyer. It's my friend. I'm about to say
you
my friend.
You tell me they didn't put you on the flyer?
No, they ain't put me on the flyer, bro. It's that's why you ain't seen me say shit about it. But I got did that close out? Oh no, I closed out the other window. It's the Dream Big venue in Delmar, Delaware. I don't know what the fuck it is. Let me see. But it's a comedy show. My dog Mert Wolf is headlining. Remember the dude that was a Lions fan.
Oh yeah.
Dream Big venue, Delmar, Delaware. Cool little room up there. My dog RJ Jackson run that. Joe Spain, they run a show up there in Delaware. It's a great room. We'll have some fun up there. I'm about to leave. My son got baseball, and I'm gonna go to the gym. Then I'm picking my cousin Christopher.
Today's got a bunch of
stuff.
Man.
And I'm cleaning out my apartment. I'm about to move next week. So my apartment butt naked. The only thing still up in this apartment is this
my
shit.
Apartment is butt naked.
This shit right here is the only thing still up. It's like,
Yo, everything else is packed up.
Everything else like a vacant.
Hey, so basically, after this episode, all that's coming down.
No, I got one more week here. I'm moving on the 17th, so everything else is gone. This shit and the smoke detectors, nigga. That's about all. So I gotta give it a spin around. My TV right there, but everything else is vacant. So this the only thing set up right here for the Too Late We Said It podcast. I'm keeping this place for y'all, nigga. But yeah, other than that, got some other shows next week, whatever, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's it, man. So we appreciate you guys watching with us, kicking it with us as always. Make sure you like, share, subscribe so me and Ed can stay alive and thrive. Again, Ed, happy belated birthday to you, man. You got any plans for this weekend?
Lay's potato chips.
Lay's. Frito-Lay.
Nah, probably just gonna, maybe I'll bring the grills out, probably just grill some shit.
Break the grills out. Damn, how many grills you about to set up? Think about to open up a hibachi out back.
2 grills. I like
more hibachi.
When I grill, I like to grill.
Nigga put on 2 screens, 2 grills. He do everything.
Yeah.
Jesus
I want to be able to
Christ.
cook 2 different things at once, so I can just get it all out the way. I don't want to be grilling for 5 hours. I'll get it all done in 90 minutes. Everything's cooked.
Efficiency, no
Efficiency.
doubt. Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. We hope you have a great Saturday evening. And we will see you next week on the Too Late We Said It podcast. As we always say, Ed, hit them with it.
Yo, them potato chips. Oh,
go ahead.
The potato chips got my lips glossy as hell.
I see you, boy. You look like Miguel right now. Like, how many drinks does it take to leave with me? Damn, look at those light adjusts. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Too Late We Said It podcast. I am Sean Leverett. This is my gorgeous co-host.
Everybody. Yeah.
Rock your body. Minorities back. All right. We back. Minorities are back.
Minorities back. All right. Oh my God, we're back again.